my kitty. You're so good. You can come back up. Hi, can you guys hear us? Hi, buddy. Come here. Audio is coming through. Sweet, that means I don't need to log in to ask that. Come here. You're the best white kitty I've ever known. You wanna come up? Oh, you want Fraser's lap? Surprise, surprise. Here, I got this.
Oh, look at that. That looks good.
You should come on my lap. I'll let you have it as much as you want.
Here you go, pal.
Come here. Oh, there you go. That's a good kitty. Here. Oops. What do you think? Did you tweet?
Hold this for a second.
Okay.
Hop up.
You should do a show rewatching one of the early Overwatch shows. It's really fun to watch how the game and Fraser's understanding of it has evolved over time. Oh my god.
I imagine that would be funny.
Yeah.
It was fun in the back in the day. I just spilled all the coffee. Can you get me a... You knew it. I was trying to not... Yeah. And now Reds is upset. He's stressed.
Sorry, buddy.
Man, I really wanted that coffee.
You can have the coffee. I can do a new one. You should get some water.
Not really.
Did it get all over the...
More, please.
Oh. More?
Looks like it.
Do you want to put
Maybe
one
more?
Yeah. Do you want to just put it underneath and let it soak in?
I'm still soaking some out.
Jeez. It's just a little coffee.
Yeah, it adds up, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Do you want to pass me your cup and I'll make another?
I don't know where it... Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. Sorry, I spilt a little coffee, so that took a bit there. Now I'll tweet. I'm not recording yet.
Kulnara! You're so close to us right now.
Why? Oh, she's in Russia?
Yeah.
Why didn't you plan a jump over to
I know, I already yelled at her.
Japan? It would have been trivial to jump over here.
I know.
What is that, which side of Russia?
The other side.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good excuse.
Yeah.
If you're on our side, that's like an hour flight. 2 hour.
I hope that you're having a lot of fun.
Maybe 3. I don't know how Russia's cities are arranged. I know they have 2 major ones.
The European side, it's really far.
Yeah.
And plus, she doesn't even love us. This nail polish is bullshit. It's already coming off. That too. Is there a lot of food in Russia that you can't get in America that you really miss? And now you get to eat a whole bunch of? I wonder what Russian cuisine is like.
Isn't Russian cuisine just vodka and potatoes?
Salted fish?
I'd imagine, yeah, it'd be. You'd see a lot of crossover with Scandinavia.
Hi. I upped your hi by 1.
I am now recording.
Okay. Borscht. And Russian dumplings.
Borscht. That was in Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hi, RT.
Oh, I guess I may have bumped the camera, so I might have to rearrange this. I'm bringing us in here. Yeah, camera's been bumped. So I have to crop that out. We're all so skinny.
Thank you. It's my, toss her up hair with just a clip. Because I'm only going to be here for a little bit. And guys, I bought these pants for Fraser. They were $3. I'm really proud of them. They're super warm. Look, it's like got really fuzzy warm stuff on the inside. I'm really proud.
They don't fit me.
They don't fit Fraser. They're too tight on the ankles. Oh, is my hair gonna be okay? It doesn't look that bad, eh? Like,
Fine to me.
okay, good. You need to do your Overwatch placements too. Oh my god, I should do my Overwatch placements. That ain't gonna be good. how
It
low
doesn't
can
matter.
you go?
Everything's relative. Who
I know.
cares? All right.
I just think it could be funny. Oh God, I am not doing it on the show.
All right. Here we go. Hey buddies, welcome to an Overwatch show. We haven't had one of these in a little while, and there are a lot of changes. So today we're looking at a new hero. And I mean, this show should start with, oh my God, there's a new hero! But Blizzard unveiled this guy, and I know it's a guy.
I literally didn't even know it was a man until Fraser said it. Like, I know
social media didn't exactly
nothing.
blow up either, which is a good thing because I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
But
It's been like friggin' a week.
they did it. I know that I was sitting here watching a little bit of Overwatch League. I don't do that often, but I was watching some, and all of a sudden there's all this text on the screen, and then I find out that they're like showing a letter from either the new hero or a letter to. Don't wanna be the very best today.
Oh, I'm liking the Pokemons.
Yeah, you should watch our
Kinda liking
APTs,
it.
guys. It was either a letter to him or by him to somebody. I'm not sure what the letter was. I didn't read it, but I just knew that they were teasing the new hero, and I was like, ooh, this is ramping up. And all of a sudden, like, I think it was Lore messages me, like, hero's released. I was like, what? It was like, origin story's out, but the hero hasn't been released. And there's no profile on the Overwatch page for him yet, but they gave his origin story. So they released the origin story first.
Right.
Before they gave any details about how he plays, what he is. I guess everybody was able to like glean from it that he was a healer character, but other than that, people were like, what is this guy? So let's head over
And
to
then like the next day, he was on the PTR, it felt like.
Yeah.
And we don't have a computer, so we can't check that
How
out.
was YouTube today? Not good. So Baptiste, okay, there's a silhouette of him.
Okay.
All right, first I want to do it in order. Is it new hero coming soon? Baptiste origin story was the first thing they released, and then a day later, a developer update about him. Okay, so here we go.
Choices? What do you know about choices? 30 million orphaned children. I was one of them. The Omnic War robbed us of our choices. To survive, you did what you had to do. Steal or starve, kill or be killed. You helped your friends and hurt anyone who got in your way. If you hunger to rise above your circumstances, then when someone offered you a hand up, even the devil, you took it.
What's
It
that
wasn't complicated.
symbol? Is that Talon's symbol?
At least that was the lie I told myself.
Talon.
The truth is, I had choices, and I made them. But when you think you're a big man, it's hard to admit that you are not a brave one.
So it looks like
Even
he.
harder when you understand that making a living is not enough. You must make a difference. I am going to fight for a better world. For some, that means a bandage. For others, a bullet. Today, I give you the choice.
So he's a French Talon fighter, which I think is where Talon is based, considering the back. But I don't know, because there's a new map as well.
Oh, God damn.
So there he is.
Wow.
He's a healer with a grenade launcher. He reminds me of Demo Man from TF2, just to the way he holds his weapon, and it kind
He's
of.
from Haiti, I think.
Okay. I don't know where Haiti is very well. I just want to click on, I guess, I'm going to go to the patch highlights is the next thing. And this is going to... There's a hero. Oh, this is the first time I think they've ever done this. Or maybe they did this in the past, but they don't do this often. A video for the patch highlights.
For like, and it's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do. No, let's do Baptiste first. Then we'll do this. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot of PTR updates. They're trying to fix a lot of things that people have perceived to be wrong with the game right now.
Okay.
So they've made a lot of changes, but I'm going to go to the Play Overwatch website and look at his... I hope he has a profile on there now. So that I can look at. I'm just assuming. I haven't looked. Let's see
It's
here.
just so wild how... Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Batiste.
All right. So initially, right off the bat, just looking at his profile and his look, it's
He looks
not
as
the most...
cool as Ace.
He's got steps. That's nice. I don't know if you call those steps, though.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, he doesn't jump out at me. Like,
No.
he doesn't have a really super unique look to me. He looks almost kind of like a plain-looking soldier, like Soldier 76. But that's Soldier 76's, like, identity is looking like a plain soldier, right? Almost to a comedic point.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at here? He has a little thing that comes over his shoulder. That's interesting. I wonder what that is. Also, he's got a pew-pew.
Uh-huh.
But he's got a grenade launcher. Okay, just like Demo Man. It looked like a grenade launcher. All right. And he shoots... I'm going to assume those are healing grenades.
It's yellow,
It feels
so
like
I would hope.
video got glitched there because I feel like that's supposed to like play out all the way. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. It's loading, or I don't know if it's PS4. It's fucking sucks. The browser.
A fellow Haitian, I'm super happy and proud. Nice.
Reds does want attention.
I
Just
know.
give him some.
It's just if I bring him up, he's just gonna go to Fraser's lab, which I guess is worse.
A regenerative burst that seems to affect all guys around him. Man, why is the PS4 browser sucking so bad as usual? I guess it's because it's as usual. I just want it to play. It usually does okay on this website, like playing out these
Do you have
little
something
videos. No.
open in the background?
No. All right. Whoa, he's got boosting boots. And what else has he got here? What the fuck is that? Amplification Matrix. So if you fire through this little matrix he creates, it does more damage? Anybody got a number for me on that? How much is that? How much more damage does that do? And then what do we got here? Immortality Field is his ultimate, I'm assuming?
Can you go back to the boots?
Regenerative Burst. All right, so that's got to be his ultimate. The boots are just a boost that he can do at any time.
Okay, gotcha. That's fun. Difficulty 3 stars. Motherfucker.
Ryan's Fire Strike insta-kills. So it's 100% more damage or healing that goes through it. So it's double. Everything.
Holy shit.
I'm just going to call this, like, I guess it depends on the cooldown. How long does that last? How long can he keep that up? And is he place it and then he gets to move around, I think. Yeah, it creates a window, a virtual window, and then I think that he doesn't have to sit there holding it. He can just, like, move around. That must have a big cooldown to me. That's his ultimate.
Oh, and it lasts 8 seconds.
And it lasts 8 seconds. Okay, so what's the immortality field? What's the cooldown on that? I'm just gonna like shut down Overwatch and see if it helps. It shouldn't, because Sony advertised to us that it uses a different processor. Mm-hmm. But if this affects it...
20 seconds.
Let's see. And his ult is fast to build up. Suddenly...
So what's
this
thing
little guy over his
him?
shoulder?
Is that what shoots the like window?
I guess, like, it's his like helper. And so I want to know so many things about. Yeah, it's not helping anyways. All right, so biotic launcher, Baptiste 3-round burst. Biotic launcher rewards accuracy and recoil control with significant damage output. It also doubles as a healing device, lobbing projectiles that heal allies near the point of impact.
Apparently the P is silent.
Batiste?
I guess so.
Fuck off, it's Baptiste. They say that his difficulty is 3-star. That's interesting because he doesn't look like a 3-star difficulty.
Uh-huh.
I guess it all depends on how it feels to fire with him. Rewards accuracy and recoil control. Okay. Regenerative Burst. Baptiste activates an intense regenerative burst that heals himself and nearby allies over time. Over time. Immortality field. Baptiste uses a device to create a field that prevents allies from dying. The generator can be destroyed. But how do you... So the generator's not immortal? Even though it's within that field? Amplification Matrix. Baptiste creates a matrix that doubles the damage healing effects of enemy projectiles that pass through.
It is kind of interesting that he's a 3-star.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting is that they say it doubles the damage of healing effects of friendly projectiles. It's interesting that they specify projectile because, like, and they showed Tracer, it was doubling her. They used her as an example. So It's not projectiles, it's also hit scan. I know that a bullet is a projectile, but in the world of first-person shooters, we don't refer to those as projectiles. We prefer to refer to anything that has travel time as a projectile, right? Whereas a hit scan, yeah, not sure why they said projectiles.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. First, by crouching, Baptiste can jump higher. Oh, that's going to be weird for console players.
Yeah.
I got to bind the crouch button? That's weird. That's going to be weird gameplay.
Yeah, because you'll have to...
I know I'm not every player, but I would hazard a guess that the vast majority of people don't have the crouch button bound to a quickly accessible button. I assume most people leave it on the default and they just use it when they need to crouch.
Yeah, like circle, I think.
Occasionally I'll spam it when I know that I'm in the middle of nowhere and there's a Widowmaker that's looking at me. Like I'll just like run away like spamming it, but like other than that, I don't constantly have it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Am I the only one who thought he looked like a Fortnite character? Shots fired.
You have to hold down the button and let go to jump. So... But he would presumably has a normal jump as well. So like, it's not like I could just replace my... I'm not going to replace my jump button with this super jump.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to want to super jump all the time. It reminds me of Mario 2 super jump.
It's interesting. I need to see, I guess, more footage. Well, here's his story anyways. Jean-Baptiste, 36, occupation, combat medic. Can I just, again, say how much I love that Overwatch is a bunch of characters that are not young, you know, like...
36?
Yeah, they're all, majority are 30-somethings, not a bunch of, like, you know, 17 through 21-year-olds, which is, like, kind of the way, especially here in Japan. That's, like, anybody over 21 is old.
Yeah.
Occupation, combat medic, base of operations, Tortuga, Haiti, formerly. Okay. Where's Tortuga? Is that in Haiti?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff. Affiliation, Caribbean Coalition, formerly, Talon, formerly. An elite combat medic and ex-Talon operative, Baptiste now uses his skill to help those whose lives have been impacted by war. Jean-Baptiste Augustine was one of the 30 million children in orphaned... 30 million children in the Omnic crisis with...
That's all of Canada.
Yeah.
And then all of Tokyo.
Yeah. With limited opportunities and resources, he enlisted the military and Caribbean Coalition, a pan-island force formed in response to the crisis, became his new home. Guided by his innate desire to help people, Baptiste chose the path of a combat medic and served as an elite branch of the Caribbean Coalition Special Ops. So why did he join Talon? After his service was complete, Baptiste struggled to find demand for his unique skills. He turned to one of the few opportunities open to him, joining the Talon Mercenary Group, one of the many organizations that were poised to profit from the chaos of the war's aftermath. Why did he choose to do that? If he's got the personality of a helper, why did he join Evil Company?
Because he needed to make money.
That's it? He just needed money?
That's what it seemed like from the short.
Was he making a lot of money at the Caribbean Coalition? For the first time ever, Baptiste had a taste of the good life. Talon's missions were easy and paid well. and he put aside some of his earnings to help set up a clinic in his hometown, but slowly his unit's orders escalated in brutality, expanding into assassinations and operations with civilian casualties. Confronted by his team's actions, Baptiste realized he was perpetuating a circle of violence like one that had destroyed his own community. He abandoned Talon, disgusted with what he had done and determined to forge a new path for himself. But Talon would not let him go. Baptiste knew too much, and they sent operatives after him to silence him. Agent after agent came, including Baptiste's former comrades. To stay under the radar, Baptiste drifted from place to place, aiding in humanitarian efforts around the globe. The few Talon members who managed to track him down were never seen again. Now Baptiste works towards a better world, healing where he can and fighting where he must. He knows that he cannot undo his past, but making differences is now what matters. Interesting. So what would be a good video for us to watch to see him, guys? I guess I need to know numbers too, because that's what I mean.
The Wikipedia page has all the numbers apparently. Can I have a sip?
Which one?
Overwatch wiki.
Which one?
OW wiki? Oh.
Which one? There's so many Overwatch wikis, guys. There's at least 3 major ones. Which one's the, like... I'm just going to put in... Gamepedia's wiki? Are you talking about the fandom wiki? Are you talking about Liquipedia's wiki? Because those are the 3 majors. I mean, Liquipedia is usually all about the numbers, but they're also...
What about WikiWiki?
Wikipedia wouldn't have it.
Gamepedia is the one I use? Gamepedia? Gamepedia.
You guys think Gamepedia then? Alright, where's Baptiste on here? Let's go see. He's a support character, but... It's interesting how it seems like Overwatch's, Blizzard's strategy with these characters is to make them all viable. Kind of, they don't want to make hardcore class just pure healers.
Right.
So he's in the healer category, but like, you know, when somebody has, say, like a Brigitte on their team, nobody's thinking they have a super dedicated healer unless the person's playing her like that.
Right.
No dying on my watch, he says, quote. Baptiste wields an assortment of experimental devices and weapons to keep his allies alive and eliminate threats. Okay. So here's the numbers. Takes 1 second to fully charge the boost. So you have to stay crouched for 1 second. Interesting.
If the coach is released, the boots will remain charged for 1 second. So...
All right, so I guess what you could do, what I would probably do as a console player, bind crouch to set it to toggle, not hold, and bind it to L3.
Yeah. And
so you click it once, you're crouching, and you're moving around crouching, and then you click it after that 1 second. So it's 1 Mississippi, click it again, and then that way you can like hold it a little longer.
And then it remains charged for 1 second after that, so then you can jump.
But they were saying when you release crouch, you jump.
If crouch is released, the boots will remain charged for 1 second. However, if crouch is pressed again during this time, it will reset.
Yeah, somebody in there said that you just hold and then release to jump.
They were wrong.
They were wrong. All right, so then you unpress it, and then you have 1 second to decide which way and where you're jumping. Interesting.
You actually need to... I'm a goof, sorry. That's okay.
Exo Boots work under a hack. Oh, just a quick diatribe. I played a little bit of Sombra for fun the other day, and like I haven't been hacked by Sombra not a lot of people play Sombra well, so I haven't been on the receiving end of hacks, especially as Soldier, which I haven't played in a long time. But like I was going up against this Soldier, and I kept on hacking him during his ultimate, thinking I'll shut that shit down. And it's funny how long you can play Overwatch and not know things like this. It doesn't stop his fucking attack visor. Neither does the EMP. But she hacks his legs so he can't run.
Yeah.
He doesn't have bionic legs. He's just a normal old guy who hustles. Know that? We know that. It's just a fact.
We see his legs.
Oh, I guess Blizzard could release a thing like, turns out he's a robot underneath. No, He's just a normal dude.
Yeah, no, he has like straight up human legs.
It's so... I don't even know what a transform ult is.
Oh, man.
Anyways, it's so ridiculous. The logic behind it. It's the worst, like, it's the worst flavor.
Sombra amplifies his arthritis.
Anyways, biotic launcher. Baptiste 3-round burst biotic launcher. Okay, here's the stuff.
So this is primary fire.
12.5 to 25 per bullet, and it's a 3-round burst. 3 rounds in 0.3 seconds, and then you have to wait 0.35 seconds to recover. So it's like would be the rhythm of it. So it'd be interesting to see. Does he have to reload? Is a question. I don't see
Reload time 1.5 seconds.
1.5 seconds, and he has 45 in the clip. So you could do that for roughly like 5 seconds of continuous shooting, I think. And then he has to reload for 1.5 seconds. How does that compare to other heroes? His gun sounds like a wet noodle.
I think of wet noodles as more like...
Yeah, but you slap them. I jack them.
We do handle wet noodles differently.
Give me that spaghetti. Baptiste crosshair moves up as he fires as well, so he has a lot of recoil that you have to deal with. So it should be interesting, but you get a high damage output, I guess. How does that damage compare to other, like, per bullet damage compare to other heroes? It's so hard to compare heroes because of the nature in which they fire. Like this burst, it's like comparing apples to oranges if you compare that to, say, you know, soldiers. Like this. How do you compare that? 20 damage per bullet for Lucio and Mercy. And how much is soldiers per bullet? Even though he fires many more.
Oh my
Reloading
God.
the biotic launcher replenishes the ammo for both the primary and alternate fires. Oh, okay. What's the alternate fire? The biotic launcher. Okay, there it is. So this does not heal itself. Goes through full health allies. Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
So it's a healing grenade. It has an area of effect of 3 meters. Oh, shit. What's the area of effect of, like, Farah's rockets? Healing 3 meters. What's the area effect right now of Lucio? What's his circumference? And the same as Brigitte. I want all 3 of those so I can...
Oh my God, you guys are amazing for looking this up.
Or Anna's
Thank
grenades.
you.
Yeah, you guys are on point today. Soldier is 9.5 to 19 damage according to the wiki, and he has like 16 in the clip, or 12.
That is really interesting that this is the first burst weapon in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could
Right?
consider... I would say the Doomfist is a little bit like a burst weapon.
Oh, I don't
He has
think
5 and he goes...
or heaven.
It's more of like a... Nah, you can't really say that's a burst weapon. Yeah, it is kind of like a first... I would also say Tracer's kind of like burst. Even that's a full... Her whole clip is a burst.
Yeah.
Reload. Reload. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
That was a good sound. Lucio has a 12-meter radius. So it's half of Lucio's radius.
It's a quarter.
A quarter, it's 3.
So it's a very small, but he reloads it immediately and keeps on firing it. Oh, man.
Oh, here.
This is a feel thing. I'm going to look up a video of him to see somebody playing. Can someone go out there and find, like, what you would think is a good person playing him? Like, somebody playing him that's not a... Like, just find me a good quality video, not some jerk. Maybe. I want to see somebody just demoing him. What was that British guy we had on this show once? That we used his video once. I forget his name. It was pretty good.
Actually do a lot of healing. Okay.
Regenerative Burst heals over time. The effect is applied.
Farah's rockets do direct hit,
120 splashes. Yeah. I was just wondering what her circumference of her area was. AoE. I thought I heard
Them fighting?
really loud purring. Why would you guys be purring if you're fighting?
I think Hugo's trapped behind the chair.
Yeah, you want to go save him? We're going to save a Hugo. Because it sounds like some weird noises. Growling, maybe.
God damn it.
I would like it even more if you guys could find me a video of like a lesser known, like a smaller channel who's good. Your Overwatch on YouTube. Your Overwatch was the one I saw when it came out. It looked fine. I was doing training. Yeah, you could link to that, says Yuma. Make a bit.ly link.
I don't know what was going on. They were all being good kitties on opposite sides of the room.
What was the purring?
I have no idea.
Why was it so loud? Alright, so now we're looking at the Immortal Regenerative Burst, 30 seconds over. So he can just like hold up his fist and all of a sudden everybody around him for a 10-meter radius, which is similar to Brigitte's and Lucio's, kind of like somewhere in between. Takes him 0.3 seconds to cast. The duration is 5 seconds. Cooldown is 15. 30 per second. Overall 150 in healing. So that's good for a push.
Or 15 seconds for the cooldown. Okay.
What is Lucio's amped up healing per second when he amps it up? And what is like I think that Mercy heals 40 per second. So this is substantial healing. Even if it only does last for 5 seconds and has a 15-second cooldown. That's one of the bigger cooldowns in the game then. So it's not something you're going to be using often, but 50 per second is amp it up, so that's faster.
Mercy does 50 healing per second. Zen does 30.
Okay.
All
right. Heal over time effect is applied on activation. Therefore, if allies go out of range, they will still receive the healing for the rest of the duration. Oh,
damn.
Okay. So it's all about just like activating it as a group and then running off and doing whatever you want. So it's almost like he applies a Zenyatta orb to all the people.
That's a good way to think of it. I was like, how can you...
It's like saying, like, here's a Zen orb for 5 seconds, everybody, now go fight. And I wonder what the visual will be to see that the person has had this effect applied to them. Because if you're fighting somebody, if I'm fighting a Tracer and she has a Zen orb basically on her, I want to, like, if I'm fighting a Tracer and I see a Zen orb on a Tracer, I know that I'm going to have to adjust the way I'm fighting to her.
Right.
Whereas, like, a Zen orb, this is going to have a good visual to indicate that. I trust Blizzard. All right, so this has a lot of notes. The Immortality Field, which is not his ultimate, surprisingly. Area of effect is 6-meter radius, so pretty tight. But we saw that in the visual above. Casting time is 0.8 seconds. That's a long casting animation. Almost a second long. Duration is 8 seconds. And the field lasts for 9 seconds. That's weird how they're two different things. The generator generates it and then disappears, and the field is still up for an extra second. Cooldown is 20 seconds. Once again, like one of the longest cooldown. That is the longest cooldown in the game, I think.
Maybe that's why he's considered a 3-star?
Maybe because you have to really strategize. Prevents allies from dying. So how does dying... It doesn't prevent damage. It prevents them from dying.
So if it gets destroyed, you still stay immortal for a second after, is what that means.
Okay. So what's really key here is they still take damage.
Oh.
They just don't die.
Oh.
So here's what the notes will probably answer the questions I have. If a hero's HP is below 20%, it automatically becomes 20% when entering the field. So if they're in the field, I guess their HP never goes below 20.
Okay.
Wow. The generator, so if a 100 health or a 200 health hero is going to be at 40 health. Generator
even
can
if
be,
they were at
if
20
they took max damage.
a second ago.
Yeah,
they go in the field and they're
they
up
get
to
healed.
40.
Yeah. It can be thrown and bounced off walls. Generator cannot be negated with defense matrix or deflected by deflect. The field requires a line of sight. Both the thrown generator and the field ignore barriers. Okay. Generator can be targeted by hack and will be disabled for the rest of the duration. Interesting. Technically, the hack lasts 10 seconds, but the generator does not last that long. Okay. The generator can be frozen, but will continue to function. According to Blizzard, this is a bug. Okay, I was like, why freeze it? If an attack destroys the generator and the damage of the heroes inside the field will still protect the hero's HP from going below 20% in that instance. Okay. If the generator is destroyed, the field will remain active for 1 second. All right. The generator can be used to save heroes from passing cars, orisas, and trains, busan. So getting hit by like those random things. Yeah, your hair looks really interesting. It's kind of cool. I think you need a wisp right here, though. It looks almost like you're wearing like a swimming cap. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
A swimming cap.
Wow, that's a really nice hair.
Thank you. Fraser just shaved it.
I like it. All right. Amplification Matrix. Baptiste creates a matrix that doubles the damage and healing effect of friendly projectiles that pass through it. Baptiste passively generates 1% ult charge every 3.5 seconds. So that's just to charge up to this thing. Charge required is that much. So this is another thing that you're never going to know until you feel out and play the character how often he gets his ult.
Right.
Does not amplify the damage of melee-based projectiles such as chain hook or whip shot. Interesting. Amplification amplifies hit scan and projectile attacks alike, coming from any direction. This includes abilities, so no matter where it passes through, as long as you're passing it through it. Blizzards, such as Blizzard, Dynamite, and Biotic Orb. This includes Blizzard. So does that mean like May's ultimate? How does that work? Because her ultimate once active, so as long as she tosses it through it, then all the damage it does once it activates is going to be doubled. It's like it powers it up.
Okay, is
Dynamite,
that's how it
Biotic Orb.
works?
Wow, interesting. Note that this does not change the total damage / healing for Biotic Orb. Okay.
So then what does total damage / healing? So it doesn't include...
Yeah, it doesn't include
Biotic
Orb then. It doesn't change the total...
Isn't that the whole purpose?
Amplifies hits... It amplifies it, but it doesn't change it. What? Oh, the total. The total, because an orb has only... You know how the orbs that Moira throws out? They get smaller and smaller as they do damage or heal.
Yeah.
They only have a maximum they can do overall. So if anything, it'll shrink faster because it's going to do more damage quicker, but it's going to disappear quicker. All right, now I understand.
Whoa, that's so confusing. Think about all the scenarios. They have to go through every character and every ability for every one of their abilities and weapons.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Here's a video that was linked right on the wiki. I guess I can try this one. I don't know, but like, yeah, I need to...
Remember the curse parties?
Curse, yeah, we used to love going to the curse parties and
and
packs.
packs.
Show me some gameplay. Here we go. So it's Biotic. Oh, this is a good video by Curse. All right. Shooting in the belly. Whoa, that's a lot of... That's good damage. And he didn't even have any spread. Do you see that? Like, the spread of the bullets was non-existent, it seemed, almost. Let's see that again. Oh, that's, like, precise.
Yeah.
That looks precise, but recoil. So no spread, or at least minimal spread, from what I could tell, but recoil. So that's your spread. But at least it's a spread that can be fought. Like, you can train your thumb to adjust. You know what recoil is?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just,
you're
there's
watching
so much
all the other
to take
stuff.
in.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in on this character. So those grenades blow up immediately when they hit the friendlies or the ground. Regenerative Burst heals himself and nearby, so that's how he heals himself.
That I thought was interesting because it's showing her healing going up as she's running away. So it really shows the like orb concept.
It's so funny to think the immortality field, there it is, he can't kill him anymore.
Right, he's stuck at 40.
It's so funny to think that the immortality field's not his ult. Exo Boots. Wow, that's a big jump. And this is the new map they're showing us right here.
Fun. It's a pretty small matrix.
Where's all the dog shit on the ground?
What happens when we go in?
To the... Oh, there's the generator. So the generator stands right up above, so you can destroy it pretty easily.
Okay.
That is a really powerful weapon if you can get direct shots.
And so that weapon is the healing weapon, like the grenade-like looking thing.
Huh. And that's what it looks like
Holy
to fire.
shit.
That looks satisfying to fire through. I
Yeah,
hope it makes a good
does.
sound effect.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have the sound. I don't think they have sound
He
effects.
sticks fairly close too. He needs teammates
Yeah,
to
they don't
protect
have
him
the
if he
sound
gets flanked,
effects.
and he needs a team who are in range of his healing projectiles and immortality field. This makes characters like McCree, Reinhardt and Orisa a good fit. Anyone who's going to be staying nearby and can provide a reliable defense.
Interesting.
It does make a nice sound.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait. All right, I'm gonna go. I guess we're gonna move on now to.
They gave sound effects for amplification, as well as when damage is nullified by invulnerability.
Say, did any of you guys notice when you were playing that you weren't getting the little satisfying ding when you killed a person with an assist? Like you get a guy down to like a sliver of health, he runs away, then somebody else finishes him off, and you get that ding that you killed that guy. It disappeared for a while on Overwatch, and I was getting real depressed about it. Like, like it sucked. I didn't realize how much that ding means something to me. Like it's like it's a validation of your work.
Yeah.
And they acknowledged in the latest update that it was a bug, and they fixed it.
So you identified that it wasn't there
Yeah,
anymore?
I was like, what the fuck's going on? I'm killing all these guys, and I'm not getting that ding.
What's up, everybody? This is Jeff from the Overwatch team. This is a really exciting developer update because it's time to introduce you to Hero 30. And Hero 30 is Batiste. We needed another support character in Overwatch. We felt like there was room for a lot more choice and exploration in the support category. So we've made a really awesome hero for you. But first I want to get you caught up a little bit on what Batiste's backstory is. So Batiste was actually orphaned during the Omnic crisis many years ago.
Love the way he
There were
talks.
30
I know.
million orphans, as a matter of fact, and he was one of them. And it was very
He
devastating.
was meant to be a
He's from
camp
Haiti.
counselor. Like,
So as
Yeah.
he grew older, he joined
That
what was
sweater.
called the Caribbean
Yeah.
Coalition. And he became
Like a career camp
masterful
counselor.
combat medic. He fought as part of a special forces group, and he was the medic of that group. Really great training, really learned how to become a good soldier and a good teammate during that time. Now, as the Omnic crisis folded, Batiste was looking for work, and through sort of circumstances out of his control, he ends up in Talon. And at the time, he didn't necessarily know Talon
Alright.
was the bad group that we all know that
he
it is
answered my
today.
question there.
So he reluctantly joins this group. He's fighting with Talon, and as he's part of the group, he realizes these are really bad people. They're doing bad things. It's really tugging at
This is a
his,
bad time,
moral
guys.
compass, and he doesn't feel necessarily comfortable with what Talon's doing. So eventually, he makes the big decision to split from Talon and go and fight for a greater good.
I want him
Which
to
is
do the
awesome.
nightly
So We
news.
hope you enjoyed his origin story. We put it out last night. It's available. You'll be able to find it through a link. And you can learn more about Batiste and his story. But
link
now let's
somewhere.
get into his gameplay and why I think you guys will all have so much fun playing Batiste. So first of all, he's got a really fun weapon. It's called the Medic SMG. It's a mid-range submachine gun that shoots a 3-round burst. So it's a lot of fun. It's very tactical. It really fits his
Mid-range, he
character.
says.
But the
So
most exciting part
must have a
is
lot of
the
damage fall
alternate
off.
fire of the Medic SMG. is a biotic launcher, which launches a healing grenade. And the way this grenade works is it does splash healing in a radius. So if your team is grouped up, or if somebody's below you and you shoot this grenade, or if you shoot it towards their feet or towards the ground and it does a splash, it will heal everybody in that radius. So it's really fun.
Including us?
It's a
I
really
forget.
effective way. We
Yeah,
believe
no.
Batiste will
He's
end
not
up
included
being
in
the
that.
primary
How
healer.
do they
He only heals
explain
himself
that?
when he does
Played
the.
out so far.
Yeah.
Now he has some really exciting abilities.
Yeah, how do they explain that
addition,
flavor-wise? Why is he not affected by his own
Yeah.
healing grenade?
First
Doesn't
one
make sense,
is
but
called Regenerative Burst. This is a primary ability he has that it's a point-blank heal over time, meaning when you press the button as Batiste, it affects all the teammates around you as well as Batiste himself, and it applies a heal over time that will gradually heal everybody. So this is really useful, especially when Batiste himself gets low, as he cannot
So it does
heal
heal
himself
yourself.
with his own biotic grenades, and that's something to really keep in mind. Now, his secondary ability
like
is probably
that.
the most exciting
It feels
one
weird
that
on
he
my
has,
face.
and it's called the Immortality Field. And basically what he does is he launches a device, a very high-tech device. It sticks into the ground and it creates a big cylinder that's very visible to Batiste and all of his teammates as well as to the enemy team. Now this device, the Immortality Field, makes it so that everybody on Batiste's team cannot go beneath
You look
a
like a
certain
Disney
percentage
princess.
of health. And it's a very low health percentage. So they can all get very damaged, but when they hit a certain point, you'll even see in the UI of the health bars, they're immune to damage at that point. Now the enemy team can kill the Immortality Field if they target the device in the center that's generating it. So there's some counterplay there. You might want your Reinhardt to stand in front of the device, put his shield up and protect. The device is very exciting for moments like when Junkrat's Riptire is coming. If Batiste throws the device down at the proper time, it will actually prevent anybody in that radius from dying from it. So it's an exciting ability with lots of counterplay to it, and we think it will create a lot of really cool moments in Overwatch. Now, you're probably wondering what his ultimate ability is, but before I get to that, he has one more ability we think is
God.
cool. So I'm gonna build anticipation on the ult for a second. The last thing he has are what we call the Exo Boots. So if you'll look at Batiste's legs, the art of his legs, he's got these really cool exoskeleton legs. And what he can do is when he crouches, he builds a jump meter. And while crouching, if you press your jump key or jump button, you jump very high into the air. And it sort of depends how much of that jump meter you've built. You can
maybe
jump
next time I'm
a
gonna
little
listen to
ways
Jeff first.
Or,
I don't know what's
very
better to
high up.
watch, like
We
go to
did
the
this for
website
two
and look at the
reasons.
things, or
One, as a support player,
When you
need
watch
some way
first,
to
you have a
disengage
million
enemies.
questions.
So it's a good way for you to get away and sort of disengage if need be. Secondly, because the medic SMG, when he's launching his heal grenades, does splash damage, we felt like it'd be very useful for him to be able to get height around the map and do that splash damage down below. It's much easier to do a lot of healing if you're up above your target than if you're down
Interesting.
below. So he can use his Exo Boots to get height. We think it will give some fun mobility to the character. Now, as I teased, the ultimate ability. So
Phew, finally!
this one is sort of very precision-based in that Batiste lays out what we call the Amplification Matrix. Now, he gets sort of a targeting interface that reminds me a lot of placing maze wall. Like you can see it before you've placed the Amplification Matrix and know where you're going to line it up. And what you want to do is try to line it up so that the most amount of your teammates can shoot through this Amplification Matrix towards the most amount of enemies. And all of the damage that your team does is boosted significantly as they shoot through the matrix. So you can do some really devastating damage to the enemy team. Now where it gets really exciting is if you have an Orisa on your team and a Mercy on your team and maybe even an Ana who's doing a nano boost on your team. All of that damage sort of stacks and you can do some really crazy moments if you can line it up correctly.
That seems like
So it
overkill,
can be
man.
really devastating. So we find that as we've been playing in our play test, when when we know that there's somebody playing Batiste on our team, we all get really excited because not only do we have this great healer who's keeping us all alive, there's a really exciting moment if he places the ult in a smart place.
I wanted to say that over comms when he's playing the game. Like, hey gang, not only do we have this really awesome healer, but he's also placing this thing that gives us a really exciting amount of damage when he does it. What do you guys think?
We are excited about
Shut the fuck up, noob.
all of the amazing things you all are going to do with this character. We've heard your pleas for more support characters. We know you want more variety in what your support characters are doing. We think there will be a lot of appeal to Batiste, both based on his backstory, in addition to all of the cool and unique things that he
And
does.
he's playing
Batiste. It's fun to shoot. As a support player, if you want to do some damage,
He's just talking about this.
We can't wait to see what you do on the PTR. The PTR is up now with Batiste available, so if you have a PC, please let us know what you think. And he'll be coming very soon to PC and console, and to Overwatch for all of us to enjoy. Thank you, and have fun with Batiste.
You adorable man. All right.
Yeah, seriously.
So the thing is that it's like a lot of people are saying this is going to solve goats, and I still don't get the whole point of that name. It's named after the team that came up with the meta that is currently in place. And here's what I don't get. People say that 3 healers, 3 tanks is like destroying the game right now. I have not seen it at all, on console at least. And I've been playing right now because I've been experimenting a lot. I've been in the low golds.
Is it because you've been fucking up the system?
Maybe.
There's like 2 healers and 3 tanks, and you're supposed to be.
No. Like that I'm not participating by choosing. No, everywhere I've gone, it's just been 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 healers. Everywhere I go, like anytime I play.
Same?
Yeah. So I'm not, it's only a thing in the higher ranks. So when people say that it's ruining the game, it's like, these things don't translate to the overall community. It's like, okay, the competitive team, here's the challenge
like
Blizzard has.
Like Masters and above.
Yeah. Like here's the challenge Blizzard has. They need to every so often tweak the game to shake up the competitive scene, to make it like to change the meta, because the competitive scene gets so entrenched in its own meta that they need their creator, like a god, to come in and smack sense into them and say, all right, we're shaking it up. It's like, it's funny because how long did this all exist before the meta? Like this meta could have been in place a year ago and it would have been just as effective, but just now that it's been discovered, everybody's just addicted to it.
Yeah.
Metas are not always necessarily the best thing just because it's meta. But anyways, like Blizzard has to shake it up at the same time as not destroying the game for everybody else. Because they could nerf a character that makes it less effective in this meta for the masters, but all of a sudden it makes the character useless for the layman and normal people to just keep having fun with. Just because it's a key component of this meta. Like they have a huge challenge on their hands. Yeah. I don't envy them. And then, meanwhile, you have all these people complaining, like, talking as though, like, Blizzard isn't always on top of this, trying to keep the game fresh. Blizzard's one of the most proactive companies, trying to keep their own game going.
We paid $70 for this game, like...
forever ago.
2 years ago.
And they keep updating it, keep it fresh, it's an amazing game.
That is insane value for your money.
Jeff talked about that on a stream a few weeks ago, did he? Like, how active they are, like... They're always thinking about how they can keep the game tweaked and keep it going. And meanwhile, you have all these people who are saying, like, Overwatch is shit now. Like, you know, fuck off. Everybody's an idiot. Yeah. Except for Jeff and me and you.
Thank you. Got that in right on time.
Yeah, let's go look at the new map now that we, and then, I don't know, then the PTR. There's a lot to cover today.
Jeff straight up said, what the hell do you want? It was great.
Oh my god, that's amazing. In what context? Like, what was it? Yeah, Jeff's got a rough job. Like, people are fucking... It's a popular game, so he's successful, so that's a good thing. I mean, he's in a good position, but, like, I, at the same time, don't envy some of the shit he has to do.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just, go into the game browser, create my own game. I will turn off, I'm always relearning how to do all this. Settings, maps, turn none on, and then turn on Paris. Okay, back. And I don't know if there's another thing I should tweak to make it easier for me to look around. You guys can all join if you want. I'm going to jump in now and...
Can they actually? Like...
I can't remember if there was one other setting I'm supposed to tweak so that I don't get, like, booted or something.
Don't you have to, like, invite one person?
Welcome to Paris.
Okay, look at that.
Wow.
Les deux escargots. I guess I'll do my standard Farah flying around.
I will protect the innocent.
Actually, maybe
Ooh.
nobody join, because if you join, it'll start the game, whereas when it's not started, I get to just walk around, right? Like, because there's not enough players. Yeah, don't join. Because this way I can just walk around.
Bunjo left the game.
There you go. All right.
So
Ooh, very regal.
Seriously. Ooh, shoot it!
One of my favorite societies. Oh, that's trippy. Matching pace with it. All right. I'm weird when I go to museums. I always go for, I like playing as Paris to get cultural victories in Civilization. Yeah.
The boobies are covered.
Yeah, lame.
0 out of 10.
Wow, this is a beautiful map. Where am I? Am I in the Champs-Élysées?
Whoa, what the fuck was that? Was it cleaning the
it's
floor?
a cleaning bot, yeah. You always gotta shoot them.
Ooh.
What do they call their famous museum in France? What's the main one, the big one? I always built it in Civ, but I can't think of the name right now.
Do you think that's a taco stand?
That? Yes.
No, it's not.
Almost always, it's a taco stand.
Oh, he was just cutting hedges.
Fuck that robot.
The Louvre?
Yeah, the Louvre. I hate that name. It's weird.
Wow.
I think that's a bit bigger
I was
than it actually is.
Just gonna say that.
Everybody says that the Eiffel Tower is tiny.
Shoot it. I said shoot it.
I think it hit it.
Ooh, there's a dinner party going on over here. Shoot it.
What the?
Hey! The fuck?
Whatever.
Did you see over there? There's like a little fancy dinner party.
This one here.
Yeah.
Health restored.
I'm always upset with Paris because they make lots of Japanese people sad.
The Paris effect.
If we haven't talked about the Paris effect, we have before on the show, how they're so obsessed with Paris here in Japan, like especially women, and they've just romanticized it so much in their media. I forget where it started and why, but like,
Oh, peppers.
yeah.
Oh, I'd eat those.
There's this phenomena where people will go to Paris and they're so let down by it that they need to be hospitalized.
They need to be like escorted back home on the plane
World-
by medical staff.
World travel is a thing in Japan that is like, it's a thing you do a couple
real.
times in your lifetime. You
Called
don't.
the Paris effect.
Yeah, and so like people will build up this one vacation, this big trip that they've dreamed of, and they go there and it doesn't live up to expectations, and they actually have like a breakdown, kind of.
Yeah.
Hotel de Beau Ciel. Nice.
Piano. What, the fucking phantom piano?
I'll teach it.
Yeah. RTH retweeted the video of Jeff talking about the meta.
Okay. Spenny more.
The Japanese bakeries are heavily inspired by French bakeries. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of them actually, well, not a lot of them, but there are quite a few that have French names.
I personally kind of like really enjoy experiencing French culture here in Japan. Because their presentation of it is like, oh, what's this? Potentially a tease?
You?
That's cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have. Okay, we do have a female Omnic in like female.
Well,
do they have
Orisa.
genders? Like she has a female voice.
Yeah.
Oh, these are just bad guy Omnics. I don't think these are teasing really anything. But man, that one looks like such a cool
knows?
character. Look at this one.
I like the spiky punk. There are bakeries like fucking
God.
everywhere.
Japanese bakeries are amazing.
Everywhere.
They're so good. And they're cheap as fuck.
Well, they're cheap.
We came from Vancouver, so I guess our perspective is always messed up.
Yeah.
I'm busting up everything as a check mark, like that I've been here.
Hey, there's a bike.
Yeah.
Been here. Just like in Korea, French bakeries on every corner. And they only make so much food for the day.
It makes sense that the Japanese like French culture so much because it's like in its language and it's like culture, it's all about
Ooh, that's
sort of delicate stuff and gentleness and like the language even has a similar sound to Japanese as I've parodied on this show. But I'm serious. It does.
Yeah.
Amor, Peri ville de amor. That's fucked up. You don't get in a relationship with your own vibrator.
Oh.
You don't marry your vibrator, man.
Egg tart.
Egg tart. Torue du Luna Aber. I like that kitty.
You should check out the other spawn room too.
Yeah, but I can't on this
You
team.
can switch to the other team, can't you?
I think if I go to lobby, I can. Let's see here. Le Lac des Signes. Lots of flavor in this.
Yeah.
I like this map. It's
That's
really
cool looking.
pretty.
Yeah.
Opera. I think I've been everywhere. I'm really
We were
disoriented.
literally just talking about the Paris syndrome. I guess you just came, probably.
Yeah. All right.
I just got on, yeah.
I guess I'll. Anybody can join now if you want. I'm gonna go to the lobby
Let's all go to
and I will switch myself. Swap to red team. So now I'm in.
I
Oh.
will protect the innocent. Et maintenant, l'une de mes chansons préférées.
Oh, I love French singing.
Yeah, you do.
Tel un chat, on peut
Oh, it's so nice.
et je ressens toujours si tu n'es pas.
French is one of the nicest languages when it's French spoken.
Sorry,
I'm sorry, Canadian French,
Canadians.
but it's nowhere near as pretty as France French. Luna, Cabaret. I'd say it's like speaking like some of the like, you know how like English accents can sound nice and refined, or they can sound cockneyed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's the difference, I think. It's like almost like Quebec French is like Cockney version of French.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, it's just true. And that's how I it doesn't mean it's a
Yeah.
bad thing, it's just not my preference. That it's not gentle sounding like
Yeah.
France French. That's really cool though.
Yeah,
Her poster.
totally.
Luna. Une spécialité unique.
Spectacle.
African French is different too. Down in, what are their cities named in Africa? This is so funny.
I'm from Quebec and it's true.
This is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
He hasn't moved a bit. That's pretty good shit. Best seat in the house, man.
Yeah. He's a hamster of culture.
5 more players if you guys want to do a quick little fun game.
Oh man, I'd eat those fucking croissants.
You need to learn to relax.
Shut up, Mom.
Hey.
It's only letting me be a spectator.
That's weird. I guess I could try
Pigeon.
to. Oops. I could try to move people. That's weird. How does that work?
In Q. Swap to blue team.
What the hell? Like, I don't do this often, but this doesn't. This seems like a glitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
Be right back.
Need 2 more people, then we can start.
We didn't read the
Beacon.
Hey?
updates.
Yeah, we'll go to do that in a second too.
Okay.
I actually have to get to it quick because we only have a half hour left on my recording time.
Oh, what?
No, it's okay because I'm not gonna record my placements.
Okay.
I'll just the Twitch version will be good enough.
Can you go?
All right, I don't think we're gonna be able to play because we're
Can you see if there's any spectators waiting?
one more.
I'm back in the fight.
Oh, there you go. Okay, we can play a game.
Yay!
Hey.
So I guess I'll give you guys a preview of what I'm gonna do for my placements today. Symmetra, I've been playing around. I'll talk about. No, I'm not gonna give a preview because I want to talk about that separately. Never mind. I'm gonna play as.
Are you serious?
What?
Hey, did you guys know about the Paris effect?
Might be a joke. All right, let's talk about then the PTR now. And we've maybe made this mistake in the past where we talk about it while I'm not seeing the actual notes, but just give it to us line by line with the latest PTR update. Oh, there was that video that they created that I was gonna watch about the
Oh
updates,
yeah,
the balance
like
updates.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Things I know is that in order to combat goats, they've made it so that less healing or more damage, I think, from Zenyatta's damage orb. They've upped his, or they've reduced it. I don't fucking know.
Oh. That's the one thing you know.
I don't fucking know. There's an old one and a new one. Shit. There's a lot.
Uh-oh. Did you want me to pull it up on my telephone?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, if I have it. I do.
I'm calling shots. Damage, amplify, and power.
Oh, so they all sit up there.
Ano's Nana boost heal reduced from 300 to 250.
It's from 300 to 250.
Yep.
That won't really affect me. I don't play Ana, and I don't get nano boosted ever, so I got a pocket mercy. I can't focus. All right, so what else?
Back in action.
Reduced from 300 to 250. So it's just the heal, the burst healing when she applies it, which can save some tanks from death.
Damage boost from Discord Orb was decreased,
That's interesting, because isn't that help fight goats?
but Zenyatta's weapon damage was increased. So he does the same damage to discorded targets. Doomfist Rising Uppercut cooldown reduced from 7 to 6 seconds.
Wow, so a buff for Doomfist.
And Seismic Slam cooldown reduced from 7 to 6 seconds, so they're both 6 seconds.
So
now.
that's going to help his rhythm. I don't play Doomfist much. One day I will, because I'm trying to make a concerted effort now to become more, like, respect more characters that I dislike by playing them more.
That's fair. It's like how I try to drive sometimes in the city because I'm usually a cyclist.
Yeah. Hanzo's Sonic arrow detection radius increased from 7 to 9. Oh, that's good. That's nice. I really appreciate it when a Hanzo is letting me see through walls. It can really help in certain situations.
I don't even know how to look up these.
Don't worry about it. They're giving that to us. Or maybe I'll look it up in a second. So what kind of a map is this? Is this King of the Hill? What are we trying to do? Where's the... Oh, that's it. It's just King of the Hill. So it's 3 maps? So we've only seen 1 point? Oh no, there's 2 points. It's control point.
Back into the fray.
I love that spawn point. That's great.
All right, so I'm probably just gonna actually leave turbos because I want to get the PTR covered. Enjoy your time. Let's go find the PTR notes. I thought I could concentrate. I can't. Once I'm in there, like, yeah, too much fun. All right. Well, first let's watch that video that they did. Play
Okay.
Overwatch did like a little showing the
What's up,
balancing.
everybody? This is Jeff from the Overwatch team.
Be nice if they did
This is
more
a
of
really
those.
Look up Overwatch PTR patch notes February 26, 2019. Okay.
Just give me a bit.ly link. Give it bit.ly doc. You know, you guys know how to do that now.
Please and thank you.
Here it is, the highlights for the so much to catch up on. Health stacking order. Oh, this is interesting. So shields go over top of other shields. Go over top of
Gotcha.
non-recoverable armor now goes over shields, which kind of sucks because it was actually kind of fun to give armor to characters that had shields because it made it so that all the shields over the armor acted like armor, so they reduced damage. It was just a cool strategy to give characters like Zarya and Zenyatta.
That is far too advanced for me.
Non-recoverable shields are the first to go.
This is the previous order.
Ah, okay. Then recoverable shields,
Okay.
and then non-recoverable armor would go. Recoverable armor. Recoverable health. But I thought armor went underneath it. New order, non-recoverable shields. And this is all live now. Isn't this the exact same?
No.
Alright, I don't
It
understand.
was non-recoverable shields, recoverable shields, non-recoverable armor, recoverable health.
I don't fucking give a shit. Too hard. That's it. Alright.
Sweet, we got a bit.ly.
Thank you for that. That makes it easy.
Oh, it's a tiny URL.
Oh, what the fuck? Who does that?
tinyurl.com/. Capitals, all capitals, VGA, PTR1.
Overwatch, of course, a warm
Why
welcome
ask
to
me
the
what's up if you
I
don't
never
want the
support
answer? How do I get the answer to you? Do I tweet it to you, like what was up when I watched this video?
This is a really long
Stop
one.
asking
Liam
what
already
is
covered all
up.
the hero abilities for Batiste.
God.
My
Oh,
brain
this
hasn't
loudness.
quite finished
So many
exploding.
louds.
It's crazy how ubiquitous what is up or what is going on, everybody, for YouTubers. Everyone does it. No one just says, welcome to the show or hello, everybody. It's all what is going on.
Yeah.
All right. Baptiste. Armor. General updates. Beam type damage is now reduced by 20% while hitting armor. Wow, that's huge. Because before it used to be bullets were reduced.
Oh,
It was
this is
like-
general. Okay.
Damage over time effects are no longer mitigated by armor. Okay. The damage taken by armor from damage over time effects, such as Widowmaker's Venom Mine and beam weapons like Symmetra's Photon Charger, varied greatly. Now it will be more consistent and predictable. Damage boost. So that just made Symmetra better. So I'm playing her at the right time,
Okay.
even though it's not live yet. Damage boost is now applied when projectile is fired rather than when it hits the target for... Oh, really? Previously, the effects of damage boost were only accounted for if the damage dealing hero was being boosted as they landed a hit. I didn't even know this. So if like Junkrat shot out a grenade and it bounces around and then all of a sudden Mercy, right before it explodes on somebody, jumps on with a damage boost, then it would damage boost that grenade. Not when it comes out of his launcher, which I thought logically is how it was working, but it wasn't. As long as he gets touched up by her damage boost, it's okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's funny though that's how it worked. What's going on here? It's your boy. Oh, damage boost. Okay, knockback. Knockback distance is now more consistent. Heroes that are flying can now be knocked back and slowed. Knockbacks are now less affected as the enemy is moving as they are hit by how the enemy was moving when they were hit. No, knockbacks will feel similar regardless of the enemy's movement leading up to the knockback, allowing flying heroes like Mercy, when using her Valkyrie ability, or Diva using her booster ability to be properly knocked back, makes for more fluid, realistic gameplay. This is a good thing for Pharah, I think, because it was really frustrating using knockback sometimes. Same goes for, I guess, Ashe. Sound. A new sound plays when you land a hit while damage boosted. Interesting. A new sound plays when you land a hit but does not do any damage.
When would that?
Oh, so when a character is immune or something, they want you to know that you're not doing damage when you...
And it's like...
Yeah. It's just a fart sound. For rapid fire heroes. Hero updates. Anna, Nana Boost, heal reduced. Okay, her rising upgrade. Okay, so it's just, we're trying to make goats less effective. We're trying to make some of the DPS heroes better without making them too powerful, hopefully. Sonic arrow detection radius increased. Lucio's Sonic amplifier now counts towards offensive assists. Oh, that's fun for him.
Okay. I'm understanding some of this stuff. Like, this stuff I'm understanding.
Yeah. Damage reduced for McCree's Fan the Hammer from 55 to 50, which is interesting because goats is supposedly such a problem right now, but McCree was being regarded as one of the best players for dealing with tanks. Deadeye damage per second increased from 275 to 550 after locking onto targets for 2.5 seconds. So that's going to make his Deadeye circles close way faster.
And do damage per second, like, and increase the damage
Yeah.
a ridiculous amount. So he's still good then.
I guess so. It just makes his whole thing. Deadeye can now kill people behind Ryan's shield because he can break them now. Wait, it goes through the shield? Does it say that? A shield is supposed to negate the maximum damage.
Be more effective in static targets, like barriers and heroes with over 600 health.
I don't understand. So it's mainly for people who are over 600 health, so people who've had berries applied to them or extra stuff. It's enough to break the shield. Yeah, but a Deadeye, it's... Okay, I guess what you're saying is if it amps up to the point where it breaks the shield, like it does 2,000 damage to Reinhardt's shield, then if there's a second character behind there that he's targeting, it'll kill them because the shield got destroyed. But it's not going to kill the one that he was aiming at to destroy the shield. They'll get off scot-free.
Okay.
May endothermic blaster primary fire damage increase from 2.25 to 2.75, 55. Okay. That's awesome because I've been liking May and now they've increased her damage with her blaster 45 to 55 damage per second. Yay. And her health has been the health of the ice wall has been reduced, which will make people actually want to try to bust through it maybe. Because everybody usually just gives up unless you're Bastion. You're just like, well, fuck this. We'll just wait till it goes down.
Less waiting for the wall to disappear on its own.
And more opportunities to counter it.
Yeah, cool.
Interesting. Moira's Biotic Grasp. Heal over time duration increased from 3 to 5 seconds. So doing little burst spot heals so that like Tracer can go off for 4 seconds and have that healing continuing.
Right.
And total healing from 50 to 65. Holy shit. I love playing Moira, and she's about to get a lot better, it looks like. These minor changes to Moira make passive healing effects on Biotic Grasp slightly more effective when topping off an ally's health. Orisa Fusion Driver, movement speed penalty when firing reduced from... Oh, yeah. That's nice. So instead of walking half as fast, she's going to walk 30% less fast when she's firing her weapon.
Okay,
That's going to make... Oh, she's going to feel so good doing that. As a defensive tank, Orisa can have trouble pushing forward with the team. Allowing Orisa to move faster while firing will make it easier to apply pressure to the enemy team. Nice. Rocket launcher, minimum explosion damage increased to 20 from 25% increase almost for her rocket launcher splash damage.
Nice. I depend on that.
It's not the radius. It's just the damage for splash because they reduced it a lot when they increased her direct. They increased her direct damage recently and then reduced the splash, which really sucked for console, who kind of like rely on less accurate.
On splash.
Yeah. Soldier's pulse rifle damage increased by a slight amount, just 1 extra. Sprint, delay before you can fire the weapon after using sprint, reduced from 0.5 to 0.3. Nice, because that was one of the worst parts about using sprint. It just felt like running.
I need to look at this. Sorry.
He'd be running, and then as soon as you're done running, when you want to start firing again, it's like he'd pull out his gun like... and then start firing.
Okay.
That's an exaggeration, but it felt like that when you're in the heat of the moment.
Increase from 19 to 20. Okay.
Awesome! Tactical visor can target the Riptire and the immortality field while he's using his tactical visor.
Cool.
I always thought that was crazy.
Nice.
It's like it got you in my sights, and it's like there's this Riptire, and it's like that's the most important thing right now, and yet he just ignores it. This change should potentially allow Soldier 76 to kill an enemy hero one shot sooner. Okay. Reducing the time between when you use the sprint and when you can fire makes the ability more fluid and responsive. Tactical visors give him the ability to target the Riptire. Quality of life improvement. All right. Sombra's hack. Let's check it out. 16 minutes. I'm good. Cooldown is reduced by half when hacking a health pack. Oh, cool. So you can hack more often if you're hacking health packs. So, because often when I was playing Sombra and I was just fooling around, I would often avoid health packs because I'm like, well, I want to hack that, but I also want to jump into the action right now and start hacking guys. So this will encourage her to do more health pack hacking. Torbjorn's base health increased by 50 armor to... He gets more health overall, but his overload does a little bit less gain in armor. But like his Oh, that's awesome. Torbjorn gets a buff. Torbjorn's
survivability was a bit low, so we shifted some of the power.
It only makes sense that he was higher than a 200 health hero. When you've got May running around, for whatever reason, she's 250. It's like, why? Is that a really thick coat?
Yeah, like, look at all the shit he has on him.
Yeah, he's an armor-based character, yet he wasn't able to give himself 50 more health with all his armor crafting abilities. It makes sense. That's awesome. All right. So, Widowmaker's Infrastruct reveals enemies' health bars as well. Oh, that's cool.
nice.
So not only are you going to see people through walls, you're going to know whether they should be killed
That's
soon.
great.
It's now canceled on death. Oh, that's downside.
Our death?
Yeah, of the Widowmaker. I don't know what I think about that. But whatever, I don't play Widow, so. Wrecking Ball. Adaptive Shield no longer cancels roll mode. Okay. What? Oh, good. Okay, so how it worked right now is like he's got this ability. You don't know him very well right
No.
now. Where when you press a button and he creates shields for himself. 100 by default, I think, but it's multiplied by the number of enemies around. So if you are in the middle of the enemy team, you press that button and you suddenly get 500 to 600, or I think a maximum 1,000 health, which is pretty awesome. But when you used it, you'd jump, like you'd do this swing in, slam into the middle of them. Then you're like, fuck, I'm in the middle of the enemy team. I need that ability. You use that ability. All of a sudden it pops you out of ball mode and you can't roll away. You have to so the whole nature of using that ability is to give yourself more survivability. But at the same time, most people were using it, popping out of ball mode, then immediately popping back into ball mode and rolling away. It just felt so awkward.
Okay.
Because you're using it to make yourself be able to survive that splashing into the middle of those guys,
Right.
you know? There's more PTR stuff, holy shit. Call-outs. Fixed
It
a bug.
took you out of the flow before?
Yeah, it made no sense for the character. It felt very anti-him. And it didn't make sense anyways why he would need to get out of the ball to do that sort of an ability. All right, cool. I like it. So VGA, there's more. Tiny URL / VGA PTR2.
Capital. PTR. Capital PTR.
.com.
Oh. Wait. That's too big.
You can't
that
copy
C.
paste either in this.
Oh, really? You're in the wrong spot. Oh my god.
Oh, this is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, that .com. There we go. Thanks for making those, guys.
Yes,
Okay, so this is just Baptiste. Amplification Matrix makes significant. Oh, did this just get released? To its appearance, they changed what it looks
Yesterday.
like. Symmetra's photon projector, primary fire damage ramps up 20% faster. All right, so like I have a lot to say about that because she's insane. I can't believe she's getting a buff. All right, and then some bug fixes. Okay, I don't need to really care about the bugs. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Wait, there's a PTR3? Does that work? That's a non-turbo, so I don't want to just I don't want to just do
Check it, Alice says. There is more.
All right. This is crazy.
Sorry, we just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I can't just blindly trust a non-turbo that's in the chat.
Go back. It's HTTP.
It's Bitly?
Yeah.
You don't have to put in the... Remember how long... Has it finally worn off people saying www before every web? I think it's finally worn off. It took a long time to die. Like back in the day when the internet first came around, everybody, of course, always said it. They thought it was important. www.google.com. But
You're not supposed to
you're,
say the
you don't need to say www anymore. No, you don't.
Yes. People do that.
It stands for World Wide Web. Frag launcher, impact damage. Oh my god, Junkrat's getting a fucking buff.
Yes.
Impact increase from 40 to 60. Wow. He's one of the best barrier and tank busters in the game, and this change will help solidify this role. This doesn't change the frag launcher's explosive damage, which remains at 80. The total damage for direct impact is now 140, up from 120. I don't understand this. Its impact is increased from 40 to 20, but its total for direct impact is 140 to 20.
And what about?
What is impact versus direct impact? I don't understand. Impact. I'm kind of confused by that, what this means.
Direct hit versus radius?
Radius damage?
So it has impact and
Okay.
explosive damage.
Oh, why don't they call
Impact is
that...
direct hit.
Well, they just... What? Oh, so the impact... You mean they separate these two things? Like, technically they're separate in the Overwatch system? And they add them together? So the explosion does
guess
separate
so.
damage from the impact.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know that. They calculated it like that. So the total overall is 140. A 20...
Explosion damage gets added to the impact damage.
That's so interesting. I never knew that. Amp it up. Speed boost amplification reduced from 70 to 50. And that's all. This is all Lucio's getting hit hard because of goats, because of that meta. Because he made it possible with the speed that he gave. Its effect is reduced from 30% to 20%.
So does that fuck a lot of, like, non-professionals over?
Yeah,
play
it
Lucio?
makes him less good to
Yeah.
us. Like, apparently it had to be done, I guess, for the pros, but, like, you know, this wasn't a problem for us normal people. Soundwave now counts towards offensive assists.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Wall ride speed buff increased from 20 to 40, so he's going to be faster on walls. And that's a bad thing, too, and I'll tell you why. Because often when I have a Lucio on my team, he uses speed boost. I'm like, great, I'm going to be with you, Lucio. All of a sudden he starts wall riding,
yeah.
and he speeds away from you with his speed boost. It's like, dude, you gotta, no. And he just speeds off, because he can go faster than you when he's using his speed boost, and he's
That's a
wall riding at
bummer.
the same time. But yeah, when he's in the thick of things, it's going to be good. What?
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Of course you will.
Family Hammer reduced. We already knew all this other stuff. The Reapening, health received from dealing damage, reduced from 50 to 40. Because people said he was invincible. I didn't see it. I didn't feel that way, but anyways.
Okay.
Only in certain situations, but making opponents feel like Reaper was unstoppable. Too strong, they say. Okay. Particle Cannon. Alternate fire explosion radius reduced from 2 meters to 3 meters to 1 meter to 2 meters, based on energy level. So now, effectively cut in half. Almost. Zarya's damage greatly. I didn't even know that her radius increased as her energy level went up.
Me neither.
Huh. I knew that the damage did. I didn't know the radius did.
Yeah.
Orb of
This
Destruction.
stuff is so hard for me to take in.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Overwatch is a feel game. It's about
Yeah.
the feel. It's just like...
Like,
it's
reading all of this, I'm like,
Orb of Discord effect reduced and its damage increase. So they increased his damage that are non-orb damage and reduced the Discord orbs boost.
okay.
So you're helping your team less, but they gave him a boost for himself so that he can still be effective when he's fighting like a Tracer or something like that. All right, there's your notes. Went through it. It was a real onslaught. This is some of the biggest tweaks to the game we've ever seen. Like, this is just tons of tweaks.
Yeah, it is a lot of tweaks. I think that it would be really funny sometime after one of these shows to recap what I retained.
Go ahead. What'd you retain? What do you know
No,
about
like,
today?
I mean in the future.
What
we
do you
should
know?
it.
What did you learn?
We got a new character.
Yeah.
The P is silent in his name.
She's digging deep. She's going.
You can target Junkrat's
Rip
tire with
Attack visor.
soldiers' attack visor.
Okay.
The maze wall went from 500 health to 400 health.
Wow, you even got the numbers. Cool. I wouldn't even remember the numbers.
The Reapening.
The Reapening was the last thing we mentioned, so I guess that's good that you remembered that.
Literally
honestly,
all I remember are the words The Reapening.
Symmetra gets a buff. Zarya gets a little nerf. I'm just going through the characters. Like,
Oh, Lucio got pretty fucked over.
Moira's getting buffed. Torb's getting buffed with some health. You're getting some. It's gonna be
What class is the new character? Healer.
interesting to see how it shakes up everything. All of this.
I remember things about the new Hilo. Hilo.
I guess he is a helo because he's a hero who heals.
Yeah.
He's a helo.
I coined
Hero.
that term.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been thinking about this a lot.
Yeah. Good one. Is Becky okay? Yeah, she's in it. She's alright.
I'm thinking. This is thinking face.
Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. This is our Overwatch update. We'll see you next time. After this, I'm going to be doing my Symmetra PT or my Symmetra placements. Alright. Stopping the recording. You can stay here if you want for a little bit, Beck.
Okay.
You might have some
They were
input.
They were also wondering the next time you were gonna play with them because they miss it.
Yeah, we'll do it again sometime. It's just, you know.
Just not right now because you're doing your.
It's
placements?
Symmetra. I want to be in a pub.
Yeah, gotcha.
Welcome back, guys. It's
Wait.
season 15.
Did you have to change something? You only had so much recording.
No, we're not recording it. The
Oh,
quality
right,
has actually been
remember.
really good on. Has anybody noticed that? Quality's been pretty good on Twitch lately since I switched to OBS streaming instead of this other. I think it's been pretty good. So, like, serviceable. I'm not going to do it for, like, our main playthroughs, but I think for just playing Overwatch, it's fine to leave it on the recorded version. Anyways, today, Symmetra placements. Placements with Symmetra only. So the reason I'm doing this is I've been experimenting a lot lately. I care less now about my rank than ever before. One part is because I consistently made it to Diamond for many seasons, so I know I can do it. Second, I haven't been able to get to Diamond in a long time. Well, I think it has to do with the region that I'm in. I swear to God, it's over here, it's different. It feels different. It feels like, or maybe it's just Overwatch has changed in general, that I feel now that Platinum feels like Diamond. As soon as you reach Platinum, it feels like everybody is Diamond level play.
There's stuff over bronze.
And I've been in gold, like mid to low gold, and facing players who play like the type of play I know Diamond players to play like. So it feels like the ranks all feel jacked up these days.
Have you guys been feeling like that
Have
too?
you felt that way? I feel like they felt more defined before. Now they feel more. And remember, MMR and SR are completely different. SR, what you get to see, is different from what Overwatch keeps in the background, keeps track of what your skill is. And they say it takes 6 matches for that to adjust.
Oh my god, everything's changed so much since I played last. Like, just throwing those out.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck, I have so much to learn.
So
I
anyways,
feel like they're less defined, but I'm still in the same place.
I've been playing a lot of, no, not a lot of Symmetras. So actually today you're going to be seeing me learn a little bit too, because I was just kind of getting bored with the characters I was playing. And I decided, you know what, I'm so annoyed by Symmetras on my team and against me that I want to learn more about her, so I need to play as her for a bit. And so I did, and then I was getting play of the game every match. I was getting 4 golds a match. Maybe it has to do with how low I'd sunk experimenting with Sombra. But I was doing so well, and I was and she was just her beam just melts people. And it's hard to tell that, and oh shit, I hate it when that happens. It's hard to tell that when you're playing against her, because the sound of the beam when it's doing its max damage isn't really evident as when you're playing her. When you're playing her, you can feel it when it's being powerful. Look at this shit,
Damn,
man.
dude.
Look at that shit. Uh-oh, I ran out of ammo. Come back here. Melt, monkey. What the fuck?
That's pretty good.
And so, when I was playing against Symmetras, I would try to kill her, and then she kills me really fast, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's a Symmetra, and just, you didn't, I would say Blizzard needs to tweak it, honestly. I think that more...
Sounds like you weren't respecting her.
I wasn't. they need to make like her little orbs, these things, I mean,
Yeah.
they make so much noise when they're damaging you, and I think
Yeah.
the same needs to happen when she's dealing damage with her weapon.
I wonder
so that-
why it is so loud.
It's to let you know, I guess, because you need to be able to respond to it, turn around and kill it, right?
Okay.
They want it to be really obvious. So I'm gonna try to help my team from a distance. That probably is horrible. Is it? Did it reach? Did it intersect? Maybe they're using it? My damage blocked is only 160, so it's not doing a lot. Did it go through the point? Kinda did, I think. I hope I helped. I often waste my ultimate with Symmetra, placing it in the worst way possible. But one thing I've learned about placing our orbs is try not to run out of orbs. Like, they have a cooldown, as you can see in the bottom.
Right.
Try to have them in reserve so that you can place them during firefights where they'll go unnoticed. When you're in the middle of the action, they'll often go unnoticed. Whereas when you're tossing them out in, like, just when the enemy team...
Preparation almost?
Yeah, it's easy for them to get rid of them.
Yeah.
However, they can also be destroyed really easily by, like, just, you know, what do you call it when fodder, or not fodder, when there's, like, just lots of noise and damage. Like, I mean, just random shots, even while they're flying through the air, can be shot while you're deploying them. So, like, a Reinhardt swinging his hammer around,
Yeah.
he'll just knock it out of the air, even when he wasn't intending to. He doesn't even know it, like, so it can be hard. And her ult just charges so fast, too.
Is that why you often waste it?
Which side? Which side? Which side is it on? Okay, good. What'd you say?
Is that often why you waste it?
Yeah,
Because you're like, well, it's
no,
gonna
I
come
just
back.
wasted because I suck
Oh.
at using it. It's so hard to deploy because you have to turn sideways to send it out. I wish they let you change the angle like Maze Wall.
Yeah.
If you press your ult again, you can turn her wall like Maze Wall. I didn't even fucking know that. I had no
What a
idea.
noob.
That's how little I play Symmetra.
That's good to know.
That's good to know.
Objective lost.
All right, they might come fast and hard here. That's what she said.
That's a good lady. Or man.
See that prep shot? Like, it's like, unless they're being in the middle of like having to defend themselves, they don't care
Yeah.
as they come through. But I had some in reserve, right? So like I just tossing them out there for alt charge. Like, the vibration right now for me is so good.
Yeah.
Look at this. That's what she said also. I can't believe she's getting a damage boost. It's going to be insane. We got to get you playing Overwatch again, Becky.
I know.
You have fun playing
I
it.
have so much fun playing it.
Sometimes you get frustrated, but
That's true.
it's good that you don't know a lot as much too. Like, it's not bad. Like, I think on those shows where I coached you, it's overwhelming because I'm trying to give you too much information.
Yeah.
Overwatch is fun because you're figuring things out. It's like
Yeah.
you learn new things with every life.
Yes.
And that's why it's fun to play no matter what skill level you are. Every life, you learn something new and you get better. You have so many opportunities to learn.
Yeah. I'm just so behind. Like, it does feel overwhelming to get back into it now. And so whenever I played recently, like last week or whatever,
Right.
for the first time in forever, I did try to just kind of focus on Soldier because I was enjoying Soldier.
Soldier's
before.
awesome. I think we need to put this out.
There is no way I would play with Fraser.
No. We're too far apart.
Yeah. I might benefit from making a new account so you can play against
Why?
noobs. Honestly,
fine.
I was not that high up anyways. is.
Overwatch
I
has
feel
the best
okay.
skill matching out there. Like within a few games, you'll be put with the people that you should be put with.
Yeah.
The only bad part about being low level is that people play a lot different, and sometimes it doesn't feel like the same type of Overwatch when people are playing that crazily. I'm not gonna say bad, just weird. It's like the difference between like the level I'm at and Masters. We play like the fact
Yeah.
that meta's not even here is crazy to some people.
Yeah.
This is bad.
I don't think we'll ever buy a second PS4 now.
Nah, there's no space or place.
No.
I think Becky would just be best to every so often take advantage of. I'm often all around the house now, so Becky would be able to play up here if she wanted.
Yeah. It's just hard, like I need to actually prioritize it as something I should be doing.
Well, it's a thing, you have to sit down and do it, right?
Yeah. You'd think we'd have more time in our lives not having a TV. Like, really not having a TV. Before we didn't. We just had the news on.
Our lives are pretty full of things.
Yeah.
I haven't even been deploying my thingies. I've been kind of distracted. And now I deployed too many. That's too many.
I can't even tell you how many seasons of Overwatch I've missed. Well, it would say on my profile. Hey, you had golds.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I should have done more damage, I think. But I was often getting like golds and damage too. I love Symmetra's character in general. Although she's not as much fun, like a Torbjorn spamming or like a Tracer spam or Lucio spam.
Yeah, she's classy.
What is a good spammable line for her? Should maybe equip
She
one for
doesn't
today's
have,
show.
like the oomph
Yeah.
when she says things. It's like soft and sweet.
Impressive. Yeah.
If I think I remember the last time you did placements, it's been like a year and a half probably. The last time I played was season 6 for comp. Yeah, I've been playing a lot. Well, not a lot, but whenever I have played, it's been on quick play. This is an
Oh, I'll show you something I like to do. Check it out.
Hello. Hello. Namaste. Hello.
This always happens.
Hello. Namaste.
I'll just put it out a little orb and say hello to it over and over, and people usually react to it like in funny ways.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Some
my God,
people
you're so
I've
cute.
had people gather around it saying hello to it.
Aww.
Oh shit. Fucking. Oh, don't waste that on. Okay, fine.
Ouch.
That's nice of that Mercy, because I would be a little bit salty always to have an offensive Symmetra on my team, especially when playing this bad. Jesus. I guess we shouldn't even try here. I'll go with my team instead of playing bad.
Play good. I want you to kill, not be killed.
Okay, thanks, coach.
It's okay.
I think we're doing good. Our Widowmaker killed somebody. Our buddy killed somebody. My orbs or my, what do you call them? Turrets aren't even being touched. That's good. No. Sorry.
Ooh, you're capturing the point.
You got that right.
I know.
I am at the objective. We must take it quickly. I am ready.
Ooh.
It's one of my favorite emotes.
That's pretty.
Such a great celebration. Okay, we almost have, we could do a pretty good push here if I can get my ult in a second.
Do you ever use the teleporter?
No! Can we still cap? My ultimate right now would really change this game. I just wanted to survive one more second. Yeah, I did it.
It was all you.
I did it. It was me.
Play of the game.
Boo. Straight carry.
Do you ever use the teleporter?
Yeah, I barely use it. And I don't think that there's many legitimate places to use the teleporter in pubs. I think with a practice team there are. I could be using it more, but I just don't have it in my head to do it. I've played with Symmetras. The one Symmetra I've loved playing with, and the one that kind of inspired me to play as Symmetra, kept on, she would notice when people would die, and she'd run back and set up a teleporter for people coming out of spawn.
Oh.
I think it was particularly, I think it was on the Russian map, whatever it is, Volskaya, and we were on defense, and she would run over and just set up a quick teleporter to make it quicker to get to the front. And
Wow,
it was
that's
that
awesome.
day that I bound interact button, because I was like, okay, I can see the reason that I'd want to jump through these teleporters now.
Right.
And teleport to the first point on Hanamura to get through the thing. That makes sense. But who protects you while you're setting it up? I guess you need a shield tank in front of you, and then everybody can jump through it. That requires a bit of team coordination.
Right.
And I haven't seen any Symmetras do that on my team. It's a nice thought, but in practice might be different. So you don't have to stick around here. Or you can stay here as long as you want or whatever.
I'll probably go. Because these shows are more about you telling us than talking to me.
Teleporting Bastion is fun. Yeah, it can be done right. But again, it's pubs. It's not going to be done reliably. You're not going to see it done very well. Nobody in my region, in Japan, uses voice chat. If I could even speak the language, so it doesn't matter. So really, you can't think about playing her that way here.
I was just thinking about that, how like communication is so different
Yeah.
here where we can't speak Japanese.
That's what I say to dates. At the beginning of the date. You can go. You don't have to stay.
That's funny.
Teleporting diva bombs. So she has to. Can you shoot your turrets? Can you shoot your Can you teleport your Symmetra turrets? I thought I saw one do it before, but I don't know how to do it.
Traveling to the right.
You can teleport them? You just shoot them through it?
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Weird. Deotis.
It's a good escape route.
I have helped a team once get out of Azaria Graviton. And I think 2 of the people knew to use it. Because it's so chaotic, nobody knows that she's deployed it usually.
Right.
But it's the one of the few things that can escape from a Zarya ult.
It can be good to surprise the enemy with turrets from
So
behind.
how does it work exactly? Like, okay, let me
Place
see.
them on the high ground or a wall and
Let me see how
put
this
the
works.
TP down.
Okay. So if I shoot it, oh, and now it's over there. Oh. Huh. So I think that'll be limited use because it doesn't. Yeah, that's interesting. I can't think of many situations where that's going to be very effective. I'm gonna go get him.
Oh,
Got him.
that was great.
Glad you liked it.
You didn't see it coming, man.
I guess that is the good thing. There's no real sound cue about it, is there? I don't think there's a sound cue. Uh-oh.
Or
Obviously, she's amazing for pinch points. Nobody likes to get through a pinch point and look immediately up
Yeah.
while the enemy team is shooting them in the butt. All right, I'm gonna try to if I place the teleport and then teleported my turrets behind, where they're just gonna end up on that way back on that wall? Let me try one. I'll wait till they're here. Are they gonna destroy my teleporter? It's funny, people are still obsessed with destroying the teleporters.
yeah. This is a lot more interesting to me than the last game because I'm so familiar with this map. Whereas the other map I didn't know as well.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see what's changed.
I wish my team wanted to take advantage of that ult. They all just hung back. We could have I didn't place it well. But they could have made me feel better. Uh-oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I knew it. There's nothing I could really do there.
Tuna Mayo Day? Do you think they're talking about, ooh,
I'm a special boy.
onigiri? Tuna Mayo?
Like,
Nice.
her beam is so powerful. It's crazy. How does it compare to
Yeah.
Zarya's beam when fully charged, guys? Like, damage-wise? What's the damage numbers on that? Good hook.
You can put your turrets right down at your feet, take a step back, then place a teleporter so it spawns on top of them.
Yeah, that's lame. I think that, I think Blizzard should patch that, because that just seems so janky to me, placing a thing on a thing just to protect it. I've seen Symmetras do it, and I think it's very cheesy. I'm not a
okay.
fan.
I feel like I don't quite understand.
So, I'll do it. So you place one, and then you go like this, and there. Now they have to destroy the teleport. Oh, it teleported the turret, though. How do you do it so it doesn't teleport the turret?
You have to take a step back.
I did, kind of. But anyways, it effectively makes it so that they have to destroy the teleporter before they can destroy the turret, which is really annoying.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You can teleport 3 at once. That's... Yeah, I'll need to play her a lot before I have opinions on these techniques to really get an idea of how they work and strategically.
Right.
These are interesting techniques, though, to hear about.
Yeah. Ruh-roh. Oh, they're pushing hard.
I still don't think that spamming like 3 at once when it comes to teleporters is as effective as placing strategically 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. Because like I think teleporters, turrets. I mean, I think they're most effective when they're doing damage to people that can't be don't have the luxury of turning around to deal with it. You know.
Right.
But every time I've seen a Symmetra place 3 down like that and had it protected by a teleporter, the team usually focuses it really quickly and destroys them all pretty quickly. Because doesn't it take like just a Pharaoh rocket or 2 and they're all gone? And then you've got this huge cooldown on your turrets. Where'd he go?
For comp, do you think having a mic is important?
No. Not in my region. Nobody
Yeah.
uses it, so no reason. If you're on a team, it is, because you're going to be fighting other teams who are using mic.
but in like North America or
pubs?
like Canadian or
I think
English
it's
speaking?
honestly, I think that using a mic in pubs is sometimes effective, but I think the positives are just as
Is not complete.
like of not using it are just as big as the benefits of using it. Like having your ears to yourself can make you a much better player, especially in pubs where they're all spammy and shit. Wow.
Nice. Good work. I use it, gauge how the team is attitude-wise, and mute it.
Yeah.
Full potential
Yeah.
is unlocked. 60 seconds remaining.
I would say don't feel any guilt by not being in voice chat. It's all up to you. Pubs are pubs. Everybody should understand that. Like, it's your choice.
Sentry online.
I used to sometimes have a pretty negative attitude towards people who didn't use it because it can be detrimental to the team, but it's like, over time I realized how poisonous it can be when you just want to relax and play the game.
Yeah. I hated using it because people would tell me how bad I was when I already knew.
That's so funny that they're telling you that you're bad when you're in bronze. They're in bronze too. That's funny when people tell you you're bad. You're in my rank. What made you get down to my rank if I'm so bad?
Yeah.
People in bronze telling people they're bad. That's sad. It's so mean. You should be comrades. We're in the lowest rank.
Yeah,
we should
man.
be buddies.
Let's just all be friends and stuck together.
There is still much to be done.
My ult didn't do much there. For our team, I
God
thought it would.
damn. I'm
This team-
hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I am
again?
actually. I might need some tom
Holy
yum.
shit.
I hate it when a fucking charge from a Rhine or a diva knocks guys that you're about to kill out of the way, like saves them effectively.
Ooh, yeah, the molten core.
This is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Did we end up on the losing end or the?
Whoa, look at all those golds.
They can't see them.
3 of them. And 1 silver. Where are you failing?
Objective point time. I should be forward more. I guess we should group up. My bad. I thought we were in there.
Oops, sorry guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens to that defense.
What?
They reply with, "This is my alt account. I just use it to play with bad players like you." Like, I'm here because it's funny. I'm actually a grandmaster. Like, yeah, buddy. Cool dude. Nice, Ryan.
Whoa, they're on fire.
I didn't want to place it there, but I did. Here we are. And it's in the wrong spot. I didn't think this team was going to get that far.
No.
I thought we really had them clamped down.
Holy fuck.
I didn't do very well at the end. I rushed in a bit too much. In my defense, at that end, when Zari was saying group up, I thought that we were all in there, like really doing it, but then I got in there and I was the only one. Could you make me a Tom Yummy?
You want a Tom Yum?
Yeah. I'm gonna need one.
Hi.
Oops, sorry. Goodbye, Becky.
Goodbye, guys.
I'm not sure I'll get through all my placements today, but I'll see how far we go. We got. I want to watch Blue Jays.
Oh my god, how do I get out of here?
You can just shove the. You can squeeze by.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, but your butt isn't as big as my butt.
That's true. There you go.
Phew.
Yeah, I'm actually like really hungry. I don't think that soup has a lot of calories. And they lacks nutrition.
It was full of vegetables.
Not a lot of calories.
Did you eat the content?
Lots of fiber.
We're gonna be pooping for days.
That's not what fiber does.
What?
It does the opposite.
Oh,
Well, it kind of does a weird in between. Fiber's complicated. Welcome to the show, exclusively for mid-30s people. Have some Lucy O's. So if you're just joining us today, I'm just doing this for fun. This is mostly a learning thing. Like I don't know how to play her very well. And I just thought it would be a fun experiment. Because I don't really care about my placements. They mean nothing. Alright, where'd she put those? Thought I heard. Come on, baby. We can do this. I feel like we should be doing a little bit better. Like, I thought I was doing pretty good, but we're not getting a lot of kills, are we? That was crazy, guys. I got 4 gold, so I feel like I'm doing my job. I know that's not always the indicator, but I'm surprised we didn't make any kind of progress there, considering that tear I just went on. Come on, guys. I wish she could say I'm giving it all I got. I have to say, I feel like the Symmetra play is kind of like filling the void where I lost the old Torbjorn, and I haven't been liking the new Torbjorn as much. for one of the, like, I like aspects of him, but one of the things I don't like is his turret use. I think they need to tweak it. In the old days, you could throw down a new turret as long as the cooldown was gone. So you could get rid of the old turret and place a new one just like that, just by tossing down a new one. And I would find myself doing that when I suddenly, the landscape of the battle had changed. Like, the enemy had moved and I needed to toss down a new one in a new spot, and there was no cooldown. It was awesome. So now that he has to, like, if he destroys his turret, even if it's firing at someone, and like even if nobody's firing at it, if I keep on doing this, I know I gotta learn to do it the other way. If it's firing at like Reinhardt's shield in the distance, it has a 10-second cooldown after you destroy it, and that's just crappy to me. I want to be able to quickly adjust to the landscape of the battle. I don't know if I got across what I meant there. They got a Bastion now. Yay. I'll be done this soon and then I'll come get it. I need to have a pee break anyway. Wonder if my team would like to go up. I hope my team uses that. I don't think they're going to. They are all over the map and not using it. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, there we go. Anybody with the Rhine to take advantage of his smash? They got 1 kill. They lost the DPS. Hey, buddy. We lost our Rhine. We're not getting any kills. We lost another healer. Still not getting any kills. This team is lacking cohesiveness, I think. I failed at getting that Bastion. Hey, bud. When you're the Symmetra and you're the one leading the charge by yourself, and the team is like that's bad. I'm always an aggressive player. Like, I always seem to be leading the charge no matter what character I am, but okay, we killed their Rhine. We might actually. And I go down to a fucking Bastion shot. Who is a character good one to lead? Ryan with his shield up. I guess if your team actually follows. Reaper's good with spurts of leading, charging in. Zarya. As if he fucking did that. I gotta get used to her lack of mobility. I'm so used to having I've been playing so much Moira and Sombra and Tracer off-show, experimenting with them, that I'm used to having a get of jail free card by pressing L3, whether it be with Rewind or, all those different things they can do. Reaper too. That I forget with Symmetra that I don't have anything like that, and I have to be careful. Are they with me? Is my team ready to go? Here they come. Maybe I placed that a little awkwardly. They had all their ults ready. Wow. That was a little rough, but I'm also shaky hungry, so that's my excuse. I'll be back in a little bit, guys, to continue the placements. Stick around. I guess out of nowhere, it's a mukbang again. We got our cup noodles.
Oh, let's bang this muck.
It smells so good.
Oh man, it's so good.
Cheese curry. I might have to have that one every so
Babe,
often
it
to switch
has
it up.
meat.
Oh shit. It's incidental meat. I might still.
And really, it's like barely any. You get like
Yeah.
4 little cubes. You can give them to me.
They toss meat in to things here. Just like, I mean, everywhere in the world. Like, you always have to toss in a bit of meat, because if there's not a little bit of meat in it, people don't think it's a meal. I'm having my Yum Cup Noodle. These are like $1, and they're so good.
They are insanely good. We had a ridiculously healthy dinner.
This is healthy.
Happiness.
This is healthy.
This one I don't think is very healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy. It's unprocessed food. It's like just spices and noodles and broth.
Yeah, I guess so. And
It's healthier than going and having a hot dog or a deli sandwich.
Deli sandwich.
Those class 4 carcinogens or whatever they call them, or class 1, class 2, I don't know.
Bacon is the worst class, but I love it.
Did you know those classes of carcinogens, where they call it a class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 food? For cancer causing, isn't how much cancer or how bad it is. It's how sure they are.
Yeah.
So when it's a class 1 carcinogen, that means they're pretty fucking sure it's giving you cancer. And bacon has that, and so does deli meats. Class 1, they're like, that doesn't mean that it's really bad at giving you cancer. It's not like putting your head into a nuclear fucking reactor or something like that. Like, both of those would be class 1, right? Because they're pretty sure both give you cancer. But like, it's effective. It's this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some foods are worse than others for sure, or more obvious.
We had cocoa curry, I think, the second time we visited Japan. We haven't had it since we've moved here.
Coco's is pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't love it, but we had it in Okinawa in the summer, and it's more of like a winter cozy thing.
One thing with Coco's curry that I don't understand is the price. I think it's pricier than it should be.
Yeah.
I think it should be like one of those budget places like Sukiya and Matsuya. Instead, it's like an $8 plate with just the curry and rice. It's like, really? It's just curry and rice? Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that they charge that much to me.
I wonder how much it is to get just the stuff from the supermarket. Because you can get Coco's curry from the supermarket and just make it at home.
The stuff we made tasted just like Coco's. Mm-hmm. So you don't need to buy Coco's specifically. And that stuff's like, what, like $2 a person when you make it.
It's like $2.
Between
the
the two. Yeah, so there you go. It's comfort food. It's fun. Coco's. Like, it's a good experience. Family restaurant. But this is the thing, if you're coming to Japan, I recommend most is getting a Yum Cup Noodle. If you like lemongrass taste, you like slightly spicy tastes, Thai tastes.
It has shrimp in it.
It's got shrimp in it. Hey, buddy.
It's a bit too spicy for me.
Hi. You're a good kitty.
The salt content.
That's the only real downside, is it's 5 grams of salt. 5 grams of salt. So the sodium, it's something like half your daily intake, I think.
What?
Right.
Good lord, it's half your daily intake of salt?
Something like that. Yeah. I think 5 grams of sodium is your
I don't see it. Is it?
It's in there somewhere. I looked it up before.
Right?
Yeah, that's it. 5.1 grams. 5 grams of sodium is your maximum sodium intake a day, whereas 5 grams of salt is different from... Salt isn't sodium, technically. Salt is crystallized other things. It's got not just sodium. So you don't want to be eating one of these for like 2 a day. Every day. It's not bad to have 2 in one day, but like, don't make it like your.
It's just so cozy,
It is.
comfy, delicious. Rudiger doesn't like these noodles.
The best
Too
thing
spicy.
about spicy foods too is that this is good in summer as well. Spicy's good in summer and winter.
Right. What was that? That was a cool move.
And you guys having breakfast right now or lunch?
Minette just went for dinner.
Gaming kids getting some donuts.
Mmm. We had lunch a few hours ago. Sorry for making you guys hungry. It's 12:30 in New York.
The broth. I don't understand how a dried powder can become a broth that tastes with this much body. and like savory taste.
Yeah. Hey, this has ebi in it?
Really? I wonder where. I didn't see any.
Time I go, it's got egg. These are technically soba noodles. Does yours define your sodium based on like what's in the cup and what's in the soup packet? Because mine does, which is interesting.
No, I don't think so.
Mine's better than yours.
Oh, then they do.
Oh,
Soup boot.
right. Oh, this is interesting too. It says, so it defines like the calories. So for just like the noodles and the like cheese and stuff, it's 312 calories. And then the soup itself is 100 calories. Oh, babe.
What?
The meat. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it is?
Mm-mm.
Those little tiny cubes somehow all have pork, chicken, and beef.
It's their classic mystery meat. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh yeah,
All
Delta.
rides. He's looking at.
Delta Rune is out now on PS4. It's also out on the Switch, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many calories is in the average full-grown man.
But you must know. You have all the facts. I think this brings me 75% the happiness that brings you.
This is like one of my favorite things I've ever eaten. All right. Thank you.
I spend all my life learning to make you tasty meals.
Oh, I thought your sadness was had to do with our relationship.
Oh, no.
I thought that was a
That's all gone to
dirty
hell.
joke. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Bye.
All right. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed the little mukbang we had there. So, I still don't eat meat. How long has it been going, Becky?
2.5 hours?
No, that I haven't eaten meat.
Oh,
Since Christmas, since New Year's.
yeah.
Yeah. But I was already reducing it quite a bit before that, drastically. It feels like it's been like almost 4 months of not eating meat. Except for fish. But, how am I feeling? I feel like I might be more energetic, but I can't tell, really. I mean, it could be a placebo effect. I'm not sure what the health benefits are. I don't know. I know red meat's supposed to have things. I don't fucking know. I don't know much about it. And I'm not sick, no. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, for me, I feel like I've lost weight without trying. So there's that. I haven't been calorie counting, and yet I lost weight. In the past, like, decade and a half, the only time I've ever lost weight is when I really pay attention to my calories and count them. And this time I did it without. So that says something. I think it's because meat is just so effective at putting calories in. Like, it's the best thing next to cheese in the world, and nuts, I guess. is meat for packing in calories into a small space. So like you can eat a lot more. You can get a lot more calories into you more efficiently by eating meat because it's all packed in there, you know? So meat, cheese, and chocolate are the calorie big boys for sure, yeah. God, cheese is so good. I don't know if I could ever do veganism. Right now, my ethics don't extend to, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I need to do more research. I'm still eating eggs and cheese for now. But like I'm trying to pay attention to where the sources are. Where they come from. Yeah, mine's for ethical reasons that I'm doing this. I just love the kitties and the doggies too much.
We're never eating kitties or doggies.
Yeah, but you know, the milk-giving, mooing kitties and the doggies that oink. Those ones. The main thing is, if you told me that you could guarantee me that every piece of meat I eat is going to be killed in the way that in my head is right, like, you're gonna, like, even if I had to pay triple, if you could guarantee me that what I'm eating lived this beautiful, nice, fun life, just being an animal, eating all day, just getting brushed, or I don't fucking know, just being an animal, even if it was on a farm, you know, having a place to run around or whatever, and then one day, without it even knowing, it got taken into a room and killed. But without it, like, you know, without any stress, all of a sudden, bam, it's dead, bolt to the head, without knowing. That's the key. I look at slaughterhouse things and I see how, like, the animals know they're in a line. They hear the sounds, they know what's coming. It's so stressful, and it just seems so horrible to me that that's the end of their life. But if you could guarantee me that every animal died quickly without knowing it in a stress-free way, I think I'd be happy to eat meat for the rest of my days. But then there is the environmental impact as well of the meat industry. I don't know. Yeah, sure. But I know that things like that exist. It's just that it takes a lot of research, especially in Japan. It's very hard to find out good information. They don't really have very many standards here about that stuff, so. But I'd say the most important thing is I'm not missing it. And that's the crazy thing. I don't miss meat. I thought I would. I thought it would be torture. The only time I missed it was when I was having this massive burger craving one day. And it wasn't the burger, like the meat that I was craving. I just wanted a big fucking thing to bite into. I don't care what the inside is. And, you know, hamburger is one of the easiest things to simulate as far as meat goes. I probably would have missed it in Canada because we didn't have as many culinary options, in my opinion. The tapestry is not as rich there. Decided to get me? Oh, and Reaper. Shit. Yeah, fur industry is evil. I hate that. And then there's this other ethical qualm, or like conundrum, when it comes to if you eat vegetables and grains, it came from a farm, and farms have rodent and pest problems, and they kill those animals, deer included. They even kill deer to make sure that they stop eating the crops. So just even as a vegetarian, you are complicit in the killing of animals, no matter what you do. You know, it's crazy. Oh, Beyond Meat's amazing. Oh man, it's so good. I had it at A&W, got the exclusive Canadian contract, I guess, or something like that. I don't know if it's exclusive, but they are really pumping it up. The Beyond Meat burger. I didn't place that very well, did I, guys? This is bad. Oh, thanks, Vic. Yeah, Beyond Meat's pretty impressive. Though I heard some bad things about Beyond Meat in the way that it's processed, and I don't know how much I believe, because people get alarmist about shit like that, but they're saying like the process of making the soy into what they make it into, the processing is bad. I don't fucking know. Everything's bad, right? I don't know that I care so much about my own health. You're gonna die, everybody's gonna get cancer, we're all fucked. I just care about animal welfare right now. I can't care about that many things. I do care about my own health, but it's like come on. Oh my god. That's a bad match. I'm Symmetra on attack though, and this is an experiment today. I'm not good with her, so like I feel bad for my team. It's for fun. Oh, and a person left, so I don't feel so bad now. If you want to leave, fuck you. Oh, they came back. That's good. But I think the main thing is, if I wanted to like, I don't want to be, militant in my ways. Like Becky's still eating meat, and I'm not trying every day to convince her not to. But I do want to like encourage people to think about reducing it, just reducing it. I think if everybody in the world just reduced their meat, I think they might be surprised how much they don't need as much meat as they eat. And I think that just reduction would have a massive impact. And that was my initial, before I got into this, I didn't say I was going to cut out meat. I said I was going to massively reduce it. And then it ended up seeming really easy just not to eat it. I didn't crave it, so I just was like, all right, I'm just not eating meat. At the very least, a meat-free Monday would be nice, I guess. But, because I think it would be nice if everybody just appreciated meat more. Like, they just, actually, instead of wolfing it down, and I was guilty of this, we would have roast beef and just fucking mow it down, oh yeah, and just have it in smaller portions. Think about where it came from and what it is, and appreciate it. Be more mindful of what you're eating. And again, I'm speaking as somebody who is guilty of doing the exact opposite. And I'm just trying to rethink how I go about that. May came through without having an ice block ready for herself. Mindful meeting, yeah. I'm on one of those Symmetra tears. Come on, get him, get him. Oh! Yay. I did it. Yeah, a good soup is good. Like tomato soup. We have an amazing tomato soup here in Japan. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's Knorr, so I think everybody has this, might have this brand. Or that type that I ate. One of the things I noticed when I started eating, like, the things that one of the main annoyances is how, like, I'll crave a certain taste, but the dishes that have that taste have meat in them. And I'm like, I realize that most of the things I crave, I'm not craving the meat. I'm just craving the taste that comes with it. Like this balsamic pork dish that we've had, and ginger pork, and these things that you can barely find, especially in Japan, unless there's meat attached, you know? That Moira used her wraith form just to get to me in time. I thought we were actually going to pull out a victory there, or a tie. It's too bad. Hey, buddy, do you want on my lap?
Play of the game.
I'll reduce the volume just a little bit for you, bud. Here you go. His eyes are rolling back in his head. He likes it. It's funny to think of my last big meat hurrah here was, I guess, Christmas, because we had KFC. And that video that we created didn't make it look very good. That's next big... What is Sekiro? I don't know what that is. Is that one that's Japanese style? Wow, that's coming out? Sneaking up on us. I didn't even know that had a release date. Oh, that one, the Dark Souls one. I thought you were talking about the one PlayStation showed off. Or is that the same? Dark Souls did that one? Oh yeah, that is them. For some reason I thought that was somebody else. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that, because to be frank, like, I don't know. The Dark Souls lore was kind of boring me. I thought that there's only so many silent knights that you can show just sitting there. Like, it felt like a lot of the enemies were starting to get a little bit repetitive. Obviously, they still had variety, but at the same time, they still had the same feel to them in terms of the tone of the game. The tone of the game is so predictable, you know? So I'm glad to see them branch out and do a different story arc universe. So this is a classic map for Symmetra. I know this from fighting against Symmetras. This can be really sticky for the opposing team to get through. Bless that diva for trying her best. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh, thank you, Mercy. Wow, that was close. Symmetra's like Zarya when you've got your beam up to full power. It's hard to not want to jump in and really do some damage. I didn't look for the answer when I asked the question, what is Zarya's beam damage compared to Symmetra's at full power? Both of them at full power. Got to be careful if there's a Hanzo on the other team when Ryan's dropping his shield. He hates me. He wants me. I tend to like characters with a large clip, and Symmetra has a pretty effectively large clip, because I find myself sometimes pretty bad at gauging when I should be reloading. Over reloading sometimes. And I like it when I don't feel like I have to worry about it as much, like with Symmetra. So I'm sitting here just waiting to use my ult. I don't know how I should use it. I should probably hang back so I can guarantee I don't die and I can use it. Probably gonna drop it soon. Trying to gauge. That was satisfying. Might be play of the game, so I have to. I shut down an ult plus killed 2 characters plus had the wall deployed. You have to think that might be a play of the game. Oh, Zarya does 95 damage at 0 charge, 190 damage at 100%. Oh, so she does more damage than Zarya at 100%. Wow. That's per second. That's so powerful. So she can just like basically glide her laser over top of a 200 health hero and kill them. It's no wonder she, oh God, that's insane. Oh shit, yeah. Becky, should we go get Dutch babies? Or do you want to make them at home? It's more traditional to have them at home, but then there's Dutch babies. You want both? Yeah, because yeah, we're totally not going to be filled up. Dutch babies. You guys don't know what Dutch babies are? They're like pancakes that are created in a pan, in a frying pan, but they're very large and they kind of go up the walls of the frying pan. And the dough tends to be a bit more like closer to naan bread, somewhere between a pancake and naan bread, I'd say. Like they're a little bit more stretchy.
I am on fire.
Play of the game.
I didn't get it, come on. But good to see a Mercy. Oh my god, wow. Look at this Mercy go. Wow. She's got good tracking abilities. Their diva was just wasting time at the side, feeding our team, basically. So they were basically, I think, a character down. Somebody was throwing. And she was our sole healer? Oh no, we had a Zen.
Traveling to Hanamura. Prepare to attack. Select
Symmetra. This will probably be my last game, and then, oh shit, the game is starting. Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball. You have 10 minutes to do this.
attack commences in 30 seconds.
If everyone performs their function, victory is assured.
Here we go. So I'm gonna try this trick. Oh my god. I went down to the trap. I want to help teleport my team in.
Death is an illusion.
Well, I at least got the whole team to turn around. Is my team going to take advantage of that? Looks like a few of them are, yeah. Good stuff. We got a kill on a healer. I think I did pretty good there, but the teleporter doesn't reach all the way to the point, does it? So I thought it would kind of get all the way there when you guys described that move. I'd say I had a big hand in this cap. Turning the tides. Let's just go through the front door, guys. Come on, guys. What's our Reaper doing up there? What was that? Oh, he was trying to finish off. Oh.
I will follow my path.
There's an advertisement playing on the feed that's going to have baseball.
Fire at will.
Oh, Becky, they're playing some sort of a promo thing. Come here. I'm distracted, guys, because the first televised Blue Jays spring training game is about to be going.
Oh, I
Hop
bet
in.
it's so hype.
Give me the play-by-play of what I'm missing.
Okay, they're showing Gurriel Jr., they're showing a composer, they're showing Gurriel Jr., they're showing Stroman running. It says Blue Jays baseball is finally here. FLA 2019. Dun, 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 dun. That was it. That was not that exciting.
Is it like a pre-show? Usually they don't do these things. Well, I guess it's
No,
5
it's-
minutes too.
yeah.
Yeah. First pitch will be happening soon. Oh my God.
We're ready for great League baseball action as the Blue Jays welcome in their division rivals, the New York Yankees.
They're showing people in Blue Jays gear waving. There's a little kid.
You can hear
Buddy,
it's Buck Martinez. No Pat yet.
It's
Joe
Siddle.
Siddle.
Good.
We love our baseball
Of course, there's
anchors.
been a lot of changes over this past offseason.
Listen to his voice.
Manager, many new coaches, and many
I can
new
actually
faces
pause
down
it.
at the-
There, I can pause it, and then we can
What's going on?
skip the. Sorry, spring training just began. The first televised game for spring training, and we're seeing it come up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll finish this up, and then we'll come down and press play, and that way we'll be able to skip the first couple of commercial breaks.
Oh my god, guys, it's baseball time.
We just really like baseball. It's fun.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal. Yeah, good boy.
Come on, cutie. Oh, you're such a good kitty.
The true enemy of the soul.
We all have our jobs to do. Barriers on you.
Can you focus?
Yeah, I can. We have multiple loves in life. One of them is baseball. It's not. We also love kitties. You guys aren't the only ones in our lives. Is that a good spot? I feel like that might go unnoticed right there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective
That's Zarya. I feel like got a little bit overextended, but she's okay. Hey guys, do you know a good spot to put these turrets? Like, I don't know where to. I don't know. Any Symmetra mains in there where you like to put your turrets for the entrance? You put them on the door and they get destroyed really easy. Right side of the door slightly off, like, so they can't hit it. I guess I didn't do that. Slightly off, like that. Can I see it? Not really, I guess. I hate it when that time. Okay, now I'm gonna be more conservative since we can expect an ult push from them soon, and I want to survive it so that I can send out my ult to survive their ults. And the spam works from back here, what do you know? It works from any location. Okay, it looks like I have to protect the point from Sombra anyways. Winston doesn't really kill Symmetra turrets very quickly like he used to. He's not as effective as he used to be to sweeping them off. This guy is dedicated to being Genji, no matter what. You can kind of see it from here. Come on, somebody kill the fucking Rhine. Jesus Christ. So close. They don't have much reach. I would like to put them above the door, but yeah, they don't have a lot of reach. They didn't have to use many ults to do that, so I'm expecting an ult rush right here, a really hard push, so I'm putting them defensively ready. Maybe they're not. I thought they'd make an ult rush right through the main door. I really just charged up that Zarya because 2 of my fully charged orbs hit her. Why did I get slowed down? Do they have a Mei? What did I get slowed down by? That was weird feeling.
At third base.
Stop forwarding. Just waiting here. All right. Pretty good. I think we're doing all right. Oh, they have a Widow. Oh. That Widow's not doing much from what I can tell. I haven't heard much Widow killing happening. Hasn't happened to me yet, and I haven't been being careful either. I'm just spamming crouch as I walk by the window that I know the Widow's looking at. Took a risk there by standing still so that I could make sure I aimed properly on him, but it worked out. I got some weird lag happening in my game. Even though the latency and the IND, whatever that is, are both fine, I'm getting a little bit of stutteriness with the characters here.
Align defense system.
30 seconds left. We've done quite well regardless of what happens here because we did that with 4 minutes to spare and they're about to go into overtime. Yay. That was a good little bit of, I think, not horrible placement rounds. I might practice her a bit more in quick play before I return. Hey! It's this when we did the cap. Could have been a little bit better tracking, but it looked like I was searching for guys. I guess we'll give that to healers. Always the Lucio. What a good guy. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I get to go watch baseball now. See you next time on the show. All right, that's it, guys. We'll let you know. Not sure if there's any shows coming. We have a lot of work to do with shipping of these teas coming up, so we'll see. But until then, until next time, goodbye.